Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to After the Credits, number 117. Hope everyone is having. Give me a second as we set up some stuff. But yeah, welcome to 117, everybody. Craziest week of the show that we have simply ever freaking had. We have shows out the wazoo. Don't worry, it shouldn't be another solo episode. We have some guests coming in here. We have some guests. I wanted to start kind of a couple minutes early though to kind of get the ball rolling a little bit. Because once the guests get here, I want to rock and roll this thing. I want to get this thing going. We have like 6 shows to talk about. Might actually start one of them here in just a couple minutes. But I want to wait for some people to get in here before we do that. What's all on the docket today? What's all on the agenda? What's all on the thing to talk about? Because I messaged it in our Discord, and I messaged the boys about it, and we've been talking about it. Like, this is... And, like, I saw the Escape podcast talked about it, too. How, like, this is, like, the biggest week in, like, nerdism history. So we got The Boys 2-episode premiere. I want to talk about Euphoria for a couple minutes. Maul Shadow Lord had 2 more episodes. Daredevil Born Again had one of their most insane episodes. Invincible had an insane episode. Shrinking had their the season finale. CinemaCon is today. We might talk some CinemaCon. Should we have the comments pop up here? There we go. And there we go. But how is everybody today? How is everyone doing? We are live, right? It is actually live? Okay, just wanted to make sure. I think we're going to get today's stream started by watching a trailer as we kind of wait for people to come in. Is this the trailer? Let's get the Lionsgate. No, that's the one from 4 months ago. Where's the... Did Lionsgate actually post it on their channel today? Oh, they posted a look back. That's interesting. Okay, boys. All right, boys, we're pulling up this trailer. We are... Oh. Taz is here, too. Taz, you could have let yourself in.
Well, I didn't want to mess with whatever your layout was, so I just decided to wait until you were ready.
By the way, how does this... How crazy does this look?
This looks great.
Too much? Okay.
No, I like it.
Okay, I have one for each show. Like, it's a different layout for every show we have.
Nice.
Taz, how are you? How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Last week you saw the what John Bernthal has been preaching against.
Yeah, so I now know why John Bernthal doesn't trust anybody who takes a nap, because if you take a nap 30 minutes before the stream, you're gonna wake up 7 hours later in another dimension. Yeah, that's that one's on me, boys. I was tired. It was a long day. I did eat like a big meal, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be ready. I'm fueled up. Mm-hmm. It put me to sleep. It put me to sleep, man.
I rely heavily on those like 30-minute naps. I did that today. It's like
nice power nap.
It's like a 5 a.m. wake up. It's like I gotta stream tonight. I was like, 30-minute, knock it out. We're good to go.
Yeah, man.
I was telling the audience, like, this is easily the biggest lineup of shows that we have ever had. I think by like a landslide. Like, I have like 6 shows I want to kind of at least touch on a little bit today. What have you've seen Darth Maul, right?
Yeah. I actually literally just finished it like 2 seconds ago.
Me too.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Darth Maul, you've seen Daredevil, you've seen Invincible,
yes.
right?
Yes, yeah, I'm all caught up on everything.
Okay. do we want to just jump right into this and start talk about Darth Maul?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Not waste any time, because we do have a lot to get through today.
Yeah, we do.
CinemaCon starts here shortly as well, so we
Okay.
might
We could do some live reactions. Yeah.
Do you have to be out of here at a certain point tonight? Or
No. I'm good. I'm good. I got all the time in the world. So.
Okay, so I might just let the stream kind of go. But yeah, let's talk about. I did my best. I told them last week. I was like, if Taz doesn't show up, we're not talking about Darth Maul that much because I don't know. That's not my That's my.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I love it. I love the new.
I wasn't sure if it would look too much or if it would.
No, it's great.
Whatever.
No, it's great.
It gives me a visual to I don't know, open my mind a little bit while we're talking about it.
It'll be easy too when you're scrubbing back through the timeline to see where everything is. So.
Yep. It's really quickly is.
I was gonna say so that's why I put something in the chat just to make sure that it worked.
Yeah. Let me just look on the YouTube page just really quickly.
Yeah, I have it pulled up on the YouTube page as well. I don't see anything.
There's still nothing.
Okay.
Which is fine. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure since there are 6 people watching, I was like, okay, is it just not going through? Okay, but we're
yeah. There we go.
Okay. There we go. Hello, Karen.
There we go. We're alive. We're
just
alive.
making sure. StreamYard has done that before, where it's we're not going to show you the comments today for some reason.
Also, is it just me, or does the StreamYard logo this week look even more like the Skype logo?
I think they updated it again. All the mechanics look just a little different again this week.
Yeah, like that little blue S. It reminds me of Skype.
So Darth Maul, we are now halfway through Darth Maul, which is so funny to say.
Yeah.
First time talking about it, we're already
halfway through, and I feel like the show has finally started. Is that okay? First 2 episodes were good. The episodes 3 and 4 were great.
Yeah.
But I think this back half is really where the story actually starts. A lot of the beginning here, I think, has been good, like world building, setting the stage for those who don't really know the Clone Wars backstory or where we're going with, Maul in Rebels and Solo and stuff like that. So if you're not fully aware of that background, I think there was even a reference in, I think it was episode 3, to the cut Clone Wars storyline, the cut Clone Wars arc. So there was supposed to be an arc between, there's an initial arc on Mandalore with Maul and Kenobi and everything like that through the original run of Clone Wars. And then he's got this side story that happens that they didn't end up making into a batch of episodes. It actually became a comic book. And then we picked up from the end of that comic storyline, or what should have been a storyline for the show, when he showed back up in the final season of Clone Wars. And where we pick up with Maul here in the timeline is right after Order 66, not directly after, but after Order 66, after what we see in the events at the end of Clone Wars and everything. And he is, kind of running to use the title, his shadow organization, where he's kind of trying to combine and take over the entire Star Wars underworld. And in a lot of ways, too, what this reminds me of? I don't know if you are I guess, tapped into this canceled Star Wars series, but there was, back when George still owned Star Wars, there was a show called Star Wars Underworld that was supposed to take place kind of in the underbelly of Coruscant, which is the main galactic hub. That is, the capital of the galaxy. Where the Jedi Temple is and everything like that, but it was a show about the underworld, the criminal organizations and everything on Coruscant. So this show being kind of in this underground, deep dark depths of the, the Star Wars underworld with all the different crime syndicates and everything like that, it really does feel like what that show seemed like it was going to be. And that was going to be a live action show. It was going to be a very a very revolutionary show, because we didn't have Disney Plus series and things like that. So you hadn't seen your Mandalorian and your Andor and everything like that, where you had these very high production value, high budget Star Wars TV shows. All you had were movies and animated shows at that point. I
Yeah,
think at that point the only thing that was out was that the old 2003 Clone Wars animated series.
sure.
So this definitely like gives me vibes of that.
Mm,
We continue the animation style of Clone Wars and all of the
yeah,
different Tales series as well. Again, this animation looks the best it ever has.
looks
I
great.
think episode 4 specifically looked great. Like the lighting and everything just looked amazing. And you got to give props, of course, to our title character, Sam Witwer as Maul,
Yeah,
because this dude is amazing.
he's
Like
really
he is
fun.
so good at what he does. He's such a good voice actor. He's such a good like advocate for Star Wars as well. He
Mm,
knows his stuff. He knows the lore. I believe he is a at least an executive producer or something on this, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken. And he just like he knows this character inside and out. He knows the Star Wars universe better than 99% of the people at Lucasfilm do. Outside of like Dave Filoni. So like this is insane, man. Like I never thought we would get a Darth Maul
mm,
animated series, let alone one that seems like it has legs to continue for many, many more seasons. It's already been confirmed for a season
season
2,
2. Yeah.
and I've seen them say that they want to go past that 3-season Disney Plus like standard,
Mm,
and push past that because things like I think Bad Batch had 3 seasons.
sure.
When Clone Wars came back, it was only 1 season. I'm trying to think if was there anything else. I don't think so. There have
Visions.
been
Isn't Visions getting a season 4?
I believe so, but that's an interesting case because that's all like disconnected stories, not like a singular
Sure.
continuing
Yeah.
story like like a Star Wars Rebels or a Clone Wars or something like that. So it's really cool though to see them
Yeah.
dive back into that, and I think this is really what Star Wars has been missing. Like
Mm,
I love movies, I love shows like live action wise, but look at how much you can do with an animated series.
sure.
And I think that this also shows that again that animated medium is so good for storytelling. You
Yeah.
can make it visually look great. You've got amazing voice actors, and you can tell again a great story that otherwise would have maybe been left to a comic book or one of those again the Tales of the Sith, Tales of the Underworld, Tales of the Jedi kind of thing. So I'm actually very interested though to see what you think of it, not knowing a ton of the background
Mm,
and just whatever you don't understand, open the floor up, ask
yeah.
me, and I will do my best to explain based off of what I know. But I'm
No,
not
yeah.
I'm not even sure where we're going here, honestly.
No, I think they've done a pretty good job. Like I agree with Sam Witwer to a point. His whole thing, you don't have to watch anything. I don't know if I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
I would not recommend watching this before at least the prequels and the original trilogy. Like I think you'll be like, what's the Force and what's the Rebels and what's
Well,
all these.
yeah, I think you do
You
have
know
to have
what I
like
mean?
a bit. You do have to have a basic like Star Wars
Baseline.
knowledge. I would not put this in as somebody baby's first Star Wars. Like not at all.
Yeah, which was
Yeah.
like one of my things I kind of just wanted to put to the test going into the show. I was like, okay, how true is that statement?
I
But as
think he
someone
meant
who,
more so like somebody who never really watched the shows. I think is you're
yeah,
not caught up on Clone Wars or Rebels or
that's not what he
anything.
said. He said that
Yeah.
he said that this could be your first ever, which could you sure. Sure.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be missing out a little bit. And I assume this is going to be very similar to how I feel about X-Men 97. You
Mm.
totally can watch X-Men 97 without watching the original show. You don't have to. But
Yeah.
you're going to enjoy it a little bit more if you have, because there is the
Mm-hmm.
backstory and all the background and all the things from that, things are carrying over. But like as someone who hasn't really seen much Rebel or hasn't seen any Rebels, has only seen a little bit of Clone Wars, and who only really knows this guy from the prequel trilogy and stuff like that. It's fun. Like it's a fun show. I think it does feel very standalone-ish. Like it kind of feels like this can exist as its
Mm-hmm.
own entity. I love the setting. I love the world that you get sucked in. I love this like underbelly of this galactus or this like galactic order storyline we're kind of telling here. I like all these little side characters. I don't know if any of them, like how many of these characters are established characters from other things or how much of them are
So
original.
I mean, outside of Maul and like the crime syndicates and things
Hmm.
like that, and his Maul DeLoreans, everybody else is pretty new, except for our point of view character, kind of, if you believe
Okay.
the theory.
Okay.
Again, this is not really going to mean much to you, but
Hmm.
to anybody who knows Star Wars Legends, who also knows, I believe I did talk about this briefly, maybe a couple weeks ago, knows anything about George Lucas's canceled, or I guess his original idea for the sequel trilogy, is a lot of
Mm.
people think that our main character, that Devin, that she is actually going to end up becoming Darth Talon, who is a very very cool Sith character from again from Legends, from comics and things like that. That George was going to implement into his sequel trilogy, where he was
Okay.
going to resurrect Maul and everything, and they were basically going to be our, evil Sith duo. And it seems like that is maybe the direction that they want to go here.
Hmm.
Like, if I were to lay out a theory, at least for the end of this season, is he's gonna Cloud City Vader her at the end of the at the end of the season. He's gonna be like, hey, you know, like he said earlier on, we've got a common enemy. The Empire's here. I, unfortunately think her master is probably not too long for this world. He pretty much almost died at the end of episode 4 here.
Yeah.
So I really do think that against her better judgment, she's going to, whether she wants to or not, is going to have to team up with Maul as a means to an end. We saw in their fight in episode 3 that she does have some darker tendencies. It
Hmm.
seems like she did use a little bit of a little bit of rage there, a little bit of maybe channeling the dark side a bit. So she is somebody that Maul can mold, manipulate, and work with to become a an agent of chaos for him. So I
Hmm.
think that would be very interesting, and I really wonder what they're going to do here, because Sam Witwer has said this, Lucasfilm has said this, that they're not framing Maul as the good guy in this,
Yeah.
right? Like, he is our point, he is our main character, but he's not your good guy point of view character, right? That's the Devin character,
Yeah.
currently. So it is going to be very interesting to see what
Hmm.
they do and what route they take, because as it is Star Wars, it would be very against the grain for them to say, "Hey, here's your new hero. We're just going to turn them evil and have them
Mm.
work for one of the most evil guys out there."
Yeah.
But also, what Sam Witwer has said about this season is, think about these Sith characters on a scale of most to least evil, right? If I think he said Palpatine is a 10 out of 10 evil, right? Darth Vader is like a 9.5.
Yeah.
Maul is like a 8.5, 9,
Yeah.
right? Like, he's a bad guy for sure, but he's not the worst guy out there.
Yeah.
So
I really enjoyed this stuff. I think from episode 1, where it's like, who says I'm the villain? Like
yeah.
who says I'm the bad guy? I did really enjoy the
Mm-hmm.
like even his stuff. I think in like episode was it 3, where it's
It's
like,
3 when he sat down with Devin, was like,
yeah,
I can be who you think I am,
yeah,
or you can sit here and listen
hmm,
and hear me out. So
yeah. The like you've been like indoctrinated into this life. You haven't
hmm
seen it from all perspectives, and
and
I'm always a huge
I
fan of
love
that
it.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
really do. I love when you have a character that, as Anakin said, sees through the lies of the Jedi, right? Like, sees the Jedi for who they are, as far as like
Mm-hmm.
getting caught up in their own hubris and thinking that they are the end all be all when they're not. Where, yes, they are keepers of the peace, they're trying to do good and all of that, but sometimes their the means to their end is just as bad as somebody you would consider to be a Sith or a villain or a bad guy, is right now,
Yeah.
is everybody in the galaxy, you're in a lawless time. Everybody's just trying to survive, is the best way to put it. They're, trying to avoid the Empire and survive. Even the lawman, I think his name is Lawson, right? Even your lawman is
Yeah.
trying to avoid calling in the Empire. I love that scene right at the end of episode 4, though, where the robot
Mhm.
Two Boots, right, he's like, sorry sir, I had to do it, I had to call him in. And then you hear, a little bit of Imperial March, playing over the
Yeah.
big Star Destroyer coming in. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Do you think we get some Vader in this? I hope so,
Mm,
but it's definitely going to be Inquisitors, but like,
yeah.
I don't. Vader's not on that ship. Those are certainly
I
the Inquisitors, but like,
I thought I saw a
think
Darth Vader poster or
I
something
think
show up
there's
on
some
the
Vader.
vision.
Yeah, I do think that there's going to be some Vader going on here.
Interesting.
Emperor Palpatine, obviously, as well, is going to be very intertwined here because Palpatine is Maul's old master. You know,
Would this be one of the earliest we see, like full on Darth Vader?
outside of the end of Clone Wars, and we do see him in Rebels, but Rebels takes
Gotcha.
place a little bit further ahead in the timeline
Gotcha.
from this. So yeah, outside of the games, I guess, like
Sure.
Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor,
Okay.
um, and then Rogue One. But Rogue One is even further in the timeline than
Yeah.
Rebels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, so I guess because I think this is supposed to be 5 years post Order 66,
Oh, really?
if I'm
Okay.
not
So,
mistaken.
okay.
Yeah.
So he's been doing it for a minute then.
Don't quote me on that one, but I think yeah. But this I do believe is the closest point in the timeline to like early Vader.
Mm. That'll be interesting how they explain Vader too. Like if
Mhm.
this truly is like an entry for anybody, like what does Vader look like to someone
Oh
who's
no, I
never
mean
seen Star Wars before?
he's in his most brutal state.
Mhm.
Are you familiar at all with the Vader comic books that came out
I
maybe in
know
the
they
last 10
exist.
years or so?
I don't know anything about them though.
Yeah, so those I believe are our earliest viewpoint of Vader. It's like he's still,
Mm.
hung up on Padme's death. He's still, searching for a way to cheat death, but he's just brutal. He's just
That's
murdering
fun.
people, left and right. And that I would love, honestly. I don't think we're gonna get it anytime soon here, but like a Vader year one. Like I
Mm.
want directly after the end of Clone
Sure.
Wars, picking up from where Vader picks up Ahsoka's lightsaber in the snow, and just whatever he does from there. I don't
Sure.
know where it was supposed to be in the timeline as well. There's a VR game called Vader Immortal where that takes place on Mustafar, where his castle is, and it gives you like
Okay.
some backstory of the planet and stuff like that. Again, is it really canon? Probably not. But that was a really cool story, I thought.
Mm.
But again, there's so much lore to jump into. And again, I really hope that they continue to tie all of this Maul stuff back to that canceled Clone Wars arc that we never saw as well.
Mhm. I also got a little bit of Acolyte from this in terms of the story about
Hmm.
like not trusting the rebels and like I'm sorry. No,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, the rebels and like
Not trusting the Jedi for sure.
yeah, sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
And just about the like POV of it all and like like what makes a good person, like what makes the Jedi and stuff like that. I thought was
Hmm.
interesting stuff for sure. Like I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. Like I always go in Star Wars a bit of like I'm either night or day. I like I'll either really enjoy it or I just won't give a fuck. Like there's no middle ground with me, and I'm like yeah, like it kind of reminds me of what I felt going into like Mandalorian season 1, where I just kind of felt
Hmm.
like this kind of it like in a weird way this kind of isolated feeling of just like oh this like little thing on the side that I feel like I can enjoy without having
Hmm.
every single piece of lore. And I do feel like Mando kind of fell back on that a little bit as we got into like season 2 and stuff where it's like oh okay now you kind of have to know all the lore.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. It's a fun
Good. No,
show.
I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Do you have any theories, any gaps in the story that you're maybe unsure of that
I I don't think so. Like this hasn't been a show I've been like super lasered in on. I'm kind of just
Mhm.
like kind of watching it more as a casual as I do most Star Wars things.
Yeah.
Especially since we haven't like discussed it yet. Like I know Skeleton Crew, I think I was able to keep along with it much better because we were
Mhm.
having these
We were
weekly
talking about it.
conversations. And
Yeah.
yeah, so maybe by next week I'll be a little bit more locked into the story.
Okay.
I've loved the little I don't know the guy's name, but I love the little like traitor alien guy who's like
Oh
working.
yeah, what is it, like like Vito or something like that?
I
I don't
think
know.
that's it. I love
Yeah,
his like double cross on double cross on double cross. Those are always very fun
yeah.
characters where it's like whichever way that will get me
Whichever way the
alive.
wind blows.
It's so funny. It's so fun. Um, I love the presence of Maul. Like as someone who
Yeah.
doesn't even have the full like story of it, every time he's on screen, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, all right. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Oh yeah.
Um, I like appreciated the like fake out thing in episode 4 where I'm like, oh, he got taken out pretty easily with the little gun thingy. I was like, oh, that was the point. Like he
Yeah,
knew he was
yeah.
going to do that, so yeah. So that was fun as well. And yeah, just like with the ending, like where does that take a very short amount of runtime? Like what? It's
Yeah, these are like 22-minute
2 hours.
episodes.
So 2 hours
Yeah.
left of the story. That's not show's not
No.
long at all. It's a very
No.
very short show. So maybe one of the shorter Disney Plus shows because I feel like even like some of those other ones have because like I feel like some of the other shows would have like 40-minute or like 30-minute run times. These are like very strict on
Yeah.
like
Well, it's
20-minute.
it's
We're out of
certainly
here.
shorter than what was it? Than Bad Batch was.
Sure,
So.
I didn't watch that, but I'll take your word for it. Bad Batch, I was like, well, if I haven't seen Clone Wars, I'm definitely not watching Bad Batch. I'm not going
Yeah.
to. But yeah, all right. We'll circle back around next week and see how much of the story that they've diverged in. Before we get into another big show, I will probably do like the next big one we'll do might be The Boys. When Ben gets here, I do want to talk really quickly though, not much. I just want to give my quick little thoughts. Euphoria came out with their new season last night. You haven't seen any of that show, correct?
No. Mm-mm. Outside of the clip that you sent me with the mom from Ted.
Unfortunately, she is not in the season from what I can tell, which is very disappointing. You know, I have a real love-hate with Euphoria. I think season 1 is fantastic. I think it's like it's very gritty and very hard to watch sometimes, but I think it's an incredible season of TV. Then COVID hit because that show came out in 2019. COVID hit. They put out 2 specials during COVID, which are brilliant. Probably the best thing in the whole show. They were these two like 40-minute specials where the character would sit down and have a conversation for 40 minutes. That's it. And it's it's really good dialogue and it's very intriguing. And typically it's something that might be kind of boring, but it is kind of this like bottle episode during COVID that's like just pure like art and cinema. Like it's really good. And then season 2 came out and it was one of the most annoying pieces of television I've seen. It kind of like jumped the boat a little bit. It got very annoying very quickly. This show's also a very weird experience because this was the start of many people's careers, or they joined the show as their career was taken off. Obviously, like Zendaya is your lead. It's hard to book the show when she's doing Spider-Man and Dunes and every other project that's ever been made. She's fantastic.
Is there anybody else from that cast? I was about to say, is there anybody else from that cast that like got super busy because of it?
Yeah, I mean, Sydney Sweeney this was kind of her big breakout role. Hunter Schaaf, I don't remember her name at the top of my head, but she's been in a lot of stuff. She was in Hunger Games. She was the one that was fan cast for Zelda for like forever.
Oh, okay. No, I know exactly who you're talking about. Then.
Yeah. Jacob Elordi, he literally just won stuff for Frankenstein. Colin Domingo is in the show. He was obviously big like way before that, but like obviously that he's also a big get for that show. Just kind of it's a pretty large cast, so it's been hard to get them back in the plus the writer strike really pushed them back a couple of years as well. So like last season was 2023, I think. So it's been like 3 years since we've gotten a season of this. And yeah, last night's premiere was it was not great. It wasn't a great premiere. I think the show's kind of jumped the shark a little bit. A show that used to be about like high school shenanigans and like sleeping with people is now like a full-on drug parade, and we're doing like gangster storylines, and
So Riverdale.
It's Euphoria kind of is if Riverdale was rated R at this point. Like that's kind of the vibe. It's like, oh yeah, it's like if Riverdale was just kind of full on porn at this point. Is kind of the what it's kind of dissolved into. Is Was the episode as bad as some of the critics have made it out to be? I don't know if I'd go that far. I do think we're kind of like, I don't know, over and like emphasizing it a little bit. I think there's some cool stuff here. There's some cool storylines. I'm like, okay, we'll see where that goes. Characters are very annoying, but also I think people kind of forget they've always been kind of annoying. Like I think that's the thing where it's like, oh, the show's always been a little gross and a little weird and a little creepy, and that's kind of the aesthetic of the show. And but also like there are things where it's like, are you showing this to tell a really cool story, or are you showing this because you can and you think it would be fun? You know what I mean? Like some of it feels like, I feel like we could lessen back on this a little bit. Like maybe we don't need to see 5 minutes of Sydney Sweeney shaking her butt. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's, I don't know. I would like maybe a little bit of balance.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is episode 1 though, so we'll see where the rest of the season goes. I'll probably not review it every week because I don't. That's not one of those shows I need to. I used to like. I would have wanted to like season 1. Like I thought there was so many great conversation to be had, and I kind of came out of it. I was like, I feel weird after watching it now. I feel kind of grimy after watching it now, and I don't know. I kind of miss what the show was.
This is not a great pitch for somebody to watch it. You know, this is not convincing me.
I don't know if you would like. Euphoria is definitely a very acquired taste. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd recommend it to you particularly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And not enough superheroes.
Yeah, I think no superheroes at all. I don't know. Like I think especially early on though, like I think the draw was like the show was doing trans representation in a way that like not really any show had done up until that point, or at least in the detail that it was. And I think that was a big pull for people. Not to mention like Zendaya as an actress is like, oh yeah, there's like a Zendaya TV show. Everyone wanted to watch. Everyone was like, okay, yeah, we'll see what this is.
I'm trying to think of the timeline. This came out like around the time of Homecoming, or
this was 2019. So more Far From Home vibes.
Oh, okay.
So like she was a big star. Like yeah.
Well, yeah, no, of course, star. And obviously from like the Disney Channel days and stuff like that too.
Sure.
So she didn't even need something like this, but she got much larger as an actress outside of it and kind of outgrew the show. Like I guess she was like a big get. She was a big get for them to have the show initially, right?
Yeah.
But then again, somebody that is your kind of title character outgrows it, then it's tough to kind of continue from there, and it sounds like they didn't really know where to take the show.
And I think everyone else kind of outgrew it too. Like you could tell Jacob Elordi doesn't want to be there. Like he is like, he's like, I just did Frankenstein, and now I'm doing this shit, and like you know, you can kind of feel that. There's a couple actors and actresses that like dropped out of season 3 just because it's like we're kind of doing our own thing now. We're not trying to, you know, keep this ongoing. But yeah, we don't have to spend too much time. I just wanted to kind of mention my thoughts on it.
Oh yeah.
Ben is here. Ben, give me 30 seconds to fix this layout here to fit you into our screen.
We're good.
How's it going, Ben? How are you? Ben?
Tiring. My Mondays. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
One sec.
I'm just fixing the setup here.
Tiring my. No worries, you're good, man.
Were you able to take a nap?
That's a good question.
No, I've had classes since 9:30, and I just got back 2 minutes ago.
Jeez.
My Mondays are my hectic days.
Gotcha.
And that is 100% felt.
That's absolutely felt. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys choose. As we kind of go along.
Let it be a mystery, though. Let it be a mystery. A and B.
Okay. A, B, or C.
Okay. You got to go C.
B.
You always choose C.
I'm a B guy.
Yeah, well, I'm going A. No, I was kidding.
To be fair, no, when in doubt, I go B because my name is Ben. So I've always gone B.
Okay. All right. Well, you just got here, so let's go with B then. Let's go with B.
Okay.
I'll divert.
Let's do Daredevil then.
Oh yeah.
Because
I
actually
got the
take a
shirt. I got
break
the Defender shirt. Let's go.
Before we go back into a show you haven't seen, Taz, let's
Okay.
give you an opportunity to talk about what you have seen.
Well, okay.
This-
I have seen clips of The Boys, so I can kind of like maybe put a little input in there.
There's such a big thing that happens in the boys. Just in
Well,
episode
but
one,
like
so
I
it's
kind of
spoiler.
I think I know the big thing that you're talking about.
Mhm.
So okay.
Maybe.
But we'll
Maybe it was,
yeah
like,
when we
to
get
be fair,
there.
I had saying I had so technically been spoiled it before I watched it, which pissed me off. But
Oh, yeah. But like in fairness, that thing I've known for years they were going to do that. Like I said that shit in season 3, and then I was like, oh, not this season. All right, maybe next
I think I
season.
did too, yeah.
Not this season.
yeah, so yeah, so
Speaking of someone
I was
dying,
so sure it
though,
was going to happen in the season 4 finale.
speaking of people dying, Daredevil Born Again,
Oh.
episode 4.
Oh yeah.
Midway, also the midway season. Actually, it's a
Yeah.
midway season
Oh
for
yeah,
a bunch
Oh,
of
wow.
these shows here. Whew. I mean, I can confidently say,
yeah.
and like I know we said it. I said it last week, and I think the week before that as well. But my favorite episode of Daredevil Born Again thus far, pretty easily for me.
Yes.
Quite
100% agree.
quite comfortably
Yes.
with my favorite episode of Born Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, opening the floor.
And I'm
I
a Born
mean,
Again season 1 defender, but
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I mean, we should also say it's been a crazy couple weeks for like. You guys weren't here last week,
Daredevil.
but there's been a lot of news and things.
Yeah,
we got official confirmation today.
Yeah, let's
Today,
round it up.
official
Yeah. Oh, well, we got official confirmation plus another leak from Luke Cage himself that was then quickly taken
You
down.
so bad.
Dude, oh my god.
By the time I saw the post, it was taken down. So like, he took that.
Yeah. Dude, Kevin Feige literally was like knocking on his window the moment that was posted, I'm sure. He's like, oh, yeah, but it was accidentally selected when I posted that on Instagram. Don't worry about it.
It's a great behind the scenes photo too.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll frame it and put it on the wall.
I'm so mad because I
Yeah,
wanted
good.
to talk to you guys about that this week because I've been saying that everywhere. That I think that's where I thought the season was going with what the photo showed. I was
I
like,
mean,
think they're
it was very predictable. Like, I think next season they're gonna have a storyline where Luke Cage is mayor, and then you got Daredevil in prison, and you got to have other heroes while Matt Murdock's in prison.
Yeah.
I think that's what we.
Well, I guess here's the question: do they show up in the finale for season 2? Because
I think
obviously
Luke Cage does.
we see them on set and everything for 3.
Yeah.
But where are we left with 2? Do they just pop up at the in 2 or in 3? Sorry.
No, I low key think the cliffhanger of season 2, one of the cliffhangers are going to be Luke Cage running for mayor.
Maybe.
Like similar to kind of like Echo's cliffhanger with Kingpin running for mayor, like thinking about running for mayor, similar thing with Luke Cage.
Okay.
I wonder if they'll do a similar thing, and I don't think either of you watched it, but Percy Jackson had a little promo for season 3 during their season 2 finale. So I wonder if they may do something similar. Is like maybe they're not in the episode, but there's a little like next season, and it's a shot of like them or something.
I do.
Yes,
also,
but no, because they're leading into the Punisher special at the end of this season. So
That's true. We could also,
I think whatever they do in the finale is just going to be cliffhanger for the season. Here's Punisher's special presentation. Now get hyped for Spider-Man this summer, coming at the end of July. Right?
I'll say though, there is a big prison set piece in Spider-Man.
There is.
This does raise my
But here's the thing. But they can't break him out though because he's got to be
He
in
goes back
prison
in.
for.
Season 3.
Oh,
maybe
but
like
that would be weird, right?
maybe it's like a Barry thing where it's like he rushed a guy out of prison and went back in. Like he could have escaped.
Or maybe it's a thing
Wouldn't
where
that be weird,
he goes
though?
to Matt Murdock in prison. Like maybe he just go to Matt Murdock in prison, ask for some advice, like some counsel advice.
Yeah.
Knows he
Right.
can't break him out.
And then he's like,
something like that.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Because he knows Matt Murdock. Like, that's what I mean. So, like...
Because I think, not to get into it too soon, because we got 4 weeks left, but I think it's voluntary. I think Matt's going to know the only way to put Kingpin away is to do it himself.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're leaning towards Daredevil also just being a main character in whatever Spider-Man 5 becomes. I think Daredevil's going to end, and then we're going to start seeing him in a bunch of just random projects.
Yeah.
There's a shot from that mid-season trailer of Matt and Karen entering a courtroom with a bunch of cameras. I literally think this is Arrow season 6 all over.
Oh, do you think he's gonna be? Do you think that's why he goes to prison? It's an I am Daredevil.
I think he like testifies, and that testify will put Kingpin away, but it will also admit that he's a vigilante. Like, I think that's
you're right. Is he has to testify as Daredevil? Okay,
I think
because my other thought.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My other thought was like he, I don't know, takes the fall for killing. Maybe like they kill like Bullseye kills Kingpin at the end, or he takes the fall for killing Vanessa or something like that, right?
I think like this is the way to prove
yeah.
Like I think this is the only way to prove his whole thing right, where it's like the system does still work, it can work, but I have to also live up to my own
right. I'm not above the law.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
I practice what I preach. I'm a good lawyer, but also I know I've broken the law for the right reason, but I should then also atone for that. And I think, too, this will go a long way because what did we get this episode, right? Matt Murdock stepping foot in not just a church, but, like, the church again for the first time since the original series? Like, he was just outside of it in the first season of Born Again. So that was a big moment. And I think, too, like, I guess that is some parallel there, right? Like, he's like, okay, maybe it is time to, atone for some of the things that I've done wrong. Him wanting to kill Bullseye at the end of, or at the beginning of season 1. Him being maybe okay with the fact that Bullseye killed Vanessa here in this episode. Also, just because I thought about it now, isn't it crazy that Watcher theory was actually true?
I have my suspicions on the Watcher thing. Like, okay. I know they're like, it's the Watcher. It doesn't quite look like, it looks a little weird. I wonder if everyone was like, it's the Watcher, and they're like, yeah, it is.
No. Here's the thing. It's Chekhov's gun, right? It is so blatantly obvious that it is a thing that it's like it's done intentionally. Like this season again, it got that visual flair back, right? Scenes are framed for a specific reason. Shots are composed in a certain way for a certain reason. Lighting is the way that it is. It's not it can't be a happy accident, right?
It looks a little like, it doesn't quite look like the Watcher to me though. Like his head looks square. I don't know.
Yes,
like I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah, but like, do you need like a big celestial head in Daredevil? Like, I think this is the best way to do it. Is like such a subtle reference to it that could easily be missed, which I missed on my first watch through anyway.
I didn't notice it at all. Yeah,
I didn't notice it until I started seeing people post it all over Twitter, and I was like, oh yeah, that does look like the Watcher. But what is so significant about Vanessa's death that?
Well, I think we're going to. I mean, Ben knows this, but like we also got a little Watcher thing. 1 sec, I'm having some weird technical difficulties here. Okay, like I won't spoil what it is, but there's a significant moment in X-Men '97 where the Watcher shows up. It's a big moment. Like it's a life-changing thing in the show.
Okay.
So I'm like, wonder what that
is. It because Fisk got embarrassed in front of Vanessa again?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You embarrassed me in front of Vanessa.
I would say, pay attention to what the Watcher in X-Men '97 when you watch it, Tess.
Okay.
Pay attention.
I do kind of like the jokes going around, being like, "Oh, this is what forces him to make his like collider," and this
Yeah,
is
the
what
particle
like this
Yeah.
transforms him into like the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
It's just like giant, like Jumungo. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. That'd be great.
About the episode itself, though, like
It's. I mean, out of the big like episodes that have dropped this week, Invincible, The Boys, I think this was my favorite. I think this was my favorite. Like
I was just
I was
every
blown away
second
by
I
it.
was just from like the Bullseye opening scene.
Oh, dude, I
Which
gotta.
they released for some
I'm
reason
ready
earlier.
to. Dude, I'm ready to go all in and talk about Bullseye whenever you guys are.
Go for it. Take it.
Dude,
Go for it, man.
Wilson Bethel as Poindexter as Bullseye, dude. Like, so good in season 3 of Daredevil, and he just continues to prove like he's the man. Like this is
yeah. No, I was gonna
No,
say
go
it
ahead, go
feels
ahead.
Like maximum. I was just gonna say it feels like maximum Bullseye.
Yeah,
Like this is the Bullseye straight from the comics, dripped from the page.
Right. He is, dare I say, basically the reverse Flash of this show now. Like,
Probably.
he's so good. Like,
He's
just
incredible.
and the fact too that they're, I don't even know if this is like a legitimate kind of redemption arc. Like he thinks he's a good
villain.
guy now.
Yeah.
Like he is a villain, yes, but he thinks he's a good guy. Like he's like, I'm the good guy. I'm doing the, but, and there's that shot in the trailer still.
I will say
in the church
this
where
episode, the first. Oh yeah.
No, go ahead.
No,
there's the shot.
The first episode. Where
No, keep going.
I was just gonna say that the first time I've seen like where people had wanted Bullseye to be on the Thunderbolts for some reason. I didn't get it. This kind of makes me want to see him on the Thunderbolts. If they're going to do a redemption arc for him, I would kind of want to see him on the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I mean, he's Deadshot.
Well, you know what I want? I kind of want the opposite. I talked about this with Jake this week. I don't want him on the Thunderbolts.
Matt is basically his religion. I like that.
I want him on the Dark Avengers. I want like Miss Fontaine to build a Dark Avengers that has to fight the Thunderbolts. I think that would work really cool.
That's Thunderbolts too. Get Abomination on there.
Call it like Dark Avengers, and then it'll make a bunch of money because people see like
Baron Zemo
logo on it.
Bring Zemo back.
Zemo, Abomination.
Here's one of the reasons Thunderbolts succeeded is even before people knew of the new Avengers, it felt like an Avengers film. It felt like a very low scale Avengers film.
Yeah,
and that's what worked for it.
You know why?
And I think if Marvel can do more movies like that, like for team up movies.
You know why I think you like him, Taz? He's just Dexter.
Yes.
The whole opening is literally just the like little.
It
intro
is.
For Dexter.
You're right. Oh my god! I didn't even. Wait, hold on. Somebody's got to clip that. Somebody's got to take the scene and put the Dexter theme over Poindexter. Oh, that's great. He's a combination of
like cooking and giving it to the dog. He's going like out of his apartment. Also, how do you get an apartment?
Yeah.
He's a nice, friendly neighborhood. He's Tony.
But like, like, did he apply for an apartment, or did he kill somebody and take his apartment? Like, did he like go in? Like, did he just steal someone else's apartment?
I want to pretend he's been a very stand-up guy ever since he realized he wrongfully killed Foggy Nelson. He's getting his life together. He's being very nice to the old lady neighbor. He's petting the cat, giving the cat an egg so his fur grows nice and silky. He's going down to the diner, making friends with the waitress behind the counter, ordering a banana milkshake. Would you like whip with that? Doesn't everyone? Wink.
I still can't believe Marvel released that scene first.
Also,
that was kind of crazy.
If I had a nickel for every time they mentioned a lobster in a superhero show this week, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. He killed a guy with a lobster. That's some peak. Some peak cinema right there.
Like that wasn't even my favorite Bullseye fight scene of the episode. Like I like the one like in the apartment even more when he like has
the CD and he like oh my god,
that was crazy.
It was so good. Like there's like 3 to 4 different fight scenes this episode, and I thought each one kind of like improved upon the next one. And like this was the episode where I'm like, listen, I know for some people it will not live up to the original. I get that, but for me, these fights in this episode was kind of right there next to the original.
I mean,
well, I still think that diner fight was my favorite of the episode, just because I think it was the most well choreographed. Like, I think the CD thing was very cool. I think the throwing of the statue and shattering it, and that shard being what ultimately kills Vanessa, meaning it wasn't really even Bullseye who did it, that it was Fisk, but it's, think about it, Bullseye can calculate everything, so he threw it knowing that Fisk was going to shatter it, knowing that it could shatter and stab it. Like, all of that is great.
No, I predicted that too.
But like the music in that opening scene, just with the framing of it and him like, I think the Punisher's here. Oh no, he's got a gun.
Which, that's another thing.
Someone, please help.
That's another thing I love. I love how they keep Frank in the show without him being in the show. Like every episode or so, they've mentioned him in some way.
Yes,
it feels like he's living in everyone's head rent free, and I think that's such a good way to do world building.
Yeah. Also, something I just like about what they're doing with Punisher is, as much as I like the Punisher show, Punisher is a very hard character to write for of a show because you can't make him too sympathetic. I think Punisher always works better in someone else's thing than he would in his own project, and him getting a special, I think, is the best way they could possibly use that.
I
character.
agree.
Yeah. And then open him up to show up in other projects again. Like
exactly, yeah.
I would assume he'll probably be back for Born Again season 3.
I think so.
If they're reassembling the Defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put him back in the freaking Doomsday for some reason. Him fighting the Doctor Doom, like
I would love just a shot either in Doomsday or Secret Wars of just like heroes throughout the world fighting their own like individual cities. Like I could totally see like, you know, like it is Daredevil and Punisher like shooting Doom bots or whatever, like something crazy.
Also, speaking of Born Again season 3, it comes out in probably realistically March, right? So it's going to come out
a year from now.
March of next year.
After Doomsday. Are they just going to like go back?
They could just have it set before, right? Just like have it be a prequel to Doom.
That's what I would assume, right? So if this, I think they confirmed, right, a 6-month time jump between season 1 and season 2.
Yes.
I would assume then season 3 probably picks up immediately after season 2 ends.
It have to, because season 2 takes place around the same time that Doomsday should be taking place, like the same year.
Yeah, I guess. Also
so no, if it's like, well, I'm thinking, I guess is so we are say that this is present day of the year that Doomsday takes place. Like it is March. What is Doomsday 2027?
I think it's 8. Yeah.
Okay, so say we're in March of 2028, right, or April of 2028. Sorry. He goes to prison at the end of this month, whatever. We could realistically, Daredevil could be out of prison, Luke Cage is mayor, all this stuff by the end of the summer, like quote unquote, within that timeline, then they're ready for
Daredevil
it.
Season 3 could also, Daredevil Season 3 could kind of be the Ant-Man and the Wasp of this phase, where instead of making a movie, because there's no movie between those two movies. So
the only thing that would throw a wrench in it is what's the timeline on the Punisher special? What's the timeline on
Spider-Man?
On Spider-Man Brand New Day? Yeah.
This is literally Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5 all over again, where it's like, wait, so the snap happened here and they're in space.
Hey, you know what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did?
Oh my god.
They avoided it with time travel.
And here's my other thing too, is I'm not worried about it. Like, it's not going to break the immersion for me if they're like, oh, okay, no, this just takes place after the timeline reset. Nothing really happened. Like, it's far enough disconnected that as long as these characters don't really play a role in Doomsday or Secret Wars, it doesn't really matter. But also part of me is like, okay, now that it is part of the MCU, I do want it to connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also depends how this Doomsday ends.
I think they're all going to be.
But they have a plan, though. They've got a plan. So I'm not. Again, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Marvel actually has a plan for once. Whoa!
But think about I'm so. My tone has completely changed now. Like after these last couple episodes, I'm so. Again, it's not. It's I'm in. We're back. Daredevil has been all that stuff, right? Obviously, again, it's not the heights of the original show, but the fact we're doing what we're doing. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to kill a character that's been around since. See, obviously they're not with Foggy, but we knew about that happening.
They killed Foggy episode 1.
Right. But they killed. Now they kill. Yeah, now they've killed Vanessa, which is another OG character. Fisk is going to go off the deep end and do some heinous crimes. Daredevil is now probably going to work with the guy who just murdered his best friend in order to take down the kingpin of crime, go to prison,
Foggy's been dead for
and then
almost 2
bring
years
back
now?
and then now bring back the Defenders. That I think is what gets me the most excited, is that all of this stuff is happening in MCU proper now.
Can I say hot take?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, go for it.
I'm more excited for the Defenders to return than Avengers Doomsday, I think.
That is not a hot take at all. I agree.
I'm so
I 100% agree. And my shirt agrees with you as well.
I will ask you a simple question, and it will explain to you why you're more excited for Defenders. Mm-hmm. Who are the current Avengers?
Exactly. I don't know.
Listen, I have a guess, right?
The Hulk, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, maybe, wherever he is.
Maybe Spider-Man. Maybe.
I'm really excited.
No, Spider-Man's not even an Avenger anymore. Who's Spider-Man? I don't know.
I'm excited.
Nobody knows who he is.
I want to see Sam lead his own team, and I'm excited for Yelena. I'm excited for the Fantastic Four to meet Black Panther. I'm excited for all these things, but I don't know. It's just so exciting to see all these characters back again, and I haven't even finished those shows.
The best way I can describe for the Defenders returning are if the Arrowverse one day returns for me.
Yeah.
Where it feels like you're seeing these characters come back, and also when did Born Again Season 3 start filming?
Was right when. Literally right when this season started airing, maybe a month.
If the Defenders are already on set, are they going to be main character the whole season? Because this is still early in the season. Then
I would assume so.
I
think they probably only on episode 3 or 4 right now. So the majority of the season are they going to be?
I think this is basically going to be Defender season 2.
Yeah.
And it will work as a backdoor pilot for an actual Defender show. I think Matt will be in prison.
Yeah.
Iron Fist will have to take up the mantle of Daredevil. Luke will be mayor, and then Jessica can kind of go between both storylines of helping Luke with his mayor shit and sticking around and looking at things, and then also do the vigilante stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, is Luke Cage, Jessica Jones is that their kid? Did they have a kid together?
Based on that trailer, I'd say it's likely. I actually really wish they didn't share that. I think that I would have liked to see it in the show.
Yeah, well, also too, I need to see how Jessica Jones season 3 ends because I'm still working my way through it.
I'll tell you this: from when we finished season 3 recently, it ends kind of like a finale because they actually knew it was the only Marvel show that knew they were canceled, so they actually got a finale.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's no tease of a kid in that. There's no.
Okay. I was gonna say my only other thought was the guy that's in that season, but I don't know how important.
It ain't him. It ain't that fun. He's a fun character in that one season.
I'm only halfway through, so I don't really know.
I don't think they're ever gonna bring back Trish. If I don't think they're gonna bring back Trish, I don't ever bring back this character. I do like Trish too.
Yeah, so far she's great. Yeah.
In all fairness, Marvel have brought back so many characters I didn't think they would bring back that I guess Trish technically isn't off.
Everybody's on the dude. At this point, we're gonna get Ben Affleck as Daredevil and Secret Wars.
Bring back Coulson.
Honestly, dude, would he do it? Would Ben Affleck come back as Daredevil in Secret Wars and interact with Elektra?
I think he's done.
No, he declined twice. He declined for Multiverse of Madness and Deadpool and Wolverine. They have to both die.
I think Flash ruined him. I think Flash was just I'll do it one last time, and that was such a shit show that he.
But the thing is, he loved doing the Flash movie. But I think he just didn't like the negative reception. Like if he actually said the most fun he had playing Batman, which I
think he just wants to make his movies. I don't think he wants to do this comic book shit anymore. But I do want to talk about the episode itself a little bit more. I want to talk about
there was an episode?
like
what?
Yeah, like and not just League guys. We actually have an episode.
Didn't see that one coming.
I loved everything with the boxing match was so much fun. I loved
the boxing match. I didn't think we were gonna get in that episode. Like I thought it was gonna kind of end halfway through. I didn't think we were actually gonna finish the whole match.
Wait, did you guys see what everybody was saying about the Fogwell's gym? Is like Vanessa died in the same place that Matt Electra.
Yeah. Yes.
Electra confirmed.
Oh, also bring back Electra.
Yes, please.
Yeah, if you're gonna bring back people, bring back Electra.
Well, I think the actress kind of confirmed she's back, like without really confirming it. And again, if the hand is gonna be a thing, like,
if not next season, I could see a world where, honestly, you might even want to wait till season 4 because not to get back on track of the leaks or whatever, but like, there's that storyline where like Daredevil and Elektra like take over the hand and like try to like rebrand it in their image. I'm like, that's a season. I'd love to see that. So maybe you like wait to do that for a whole. Oh, that'd be sick.
With Daredevil in prison, there's no Daredevil out there.
Yeah.
Maybe we get the Elektra Daredevil.
Oh, that'd be sick too. Maybe like that's both are. Like Iron Fist is like he takes up the mantle and then is like, wait, there's 2 Daredevils out there, and like the real Daredevil's in prison. Like who is? That would be awesome. That'd be sick.
It's like I'm Daredevil. No, I'm Daredevil.
I'm Daredevil. No, I'm Daredevil. Also, we're getting a Punisher special. Where are the heroes for hire special, please?
Yeah,
it's happening. It'll happen.
Oh, did you see the interaction between Finn Jones and Mike Coulter in the comment section? It's like, I guess the cat's out of the bag, and it's like, I can't remember what the response was.
It was fun.
Hilarious.
It was fun.
Yeah. They're just like going back and forth. Yeah.
I'm so happy we're gonna be able to get some Iron Fist redemption. Like I'm so happy for the actor to like actually see.
I'm so glad that everybody's excited for him to actually come back.
Yes.
Because we had to like let it simmer and settle. Like it was bad there for a good
for a while.
4 or 5 years, right? It was just like, oh yeah, Iron Fist sucks. Like, worst Marvel Netflix.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, dude.
Also,
even the worst season of. Yeah. Well. Oh. Also, now that we're getting all of them back, are we gonna get Colleen Wing back and Misty Knight as well?
I hope so. But then that would be in the same range of like, do we get Trish back? Like, I want all those.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like they were supposed to get their own show, right? Like
I was gonna say they could get a special. Dragon. Yeah, they could get a special presentation.
Awesome. I hope Marvel start doing yearly specials because they should have been doing it for the last 5 years. Specials work better than their 6-episode miniseries. I'm sorry.
I think we're gonna get like these ongoing shows, obviously like Daredevil, Wonder Man, but I think besides that, we're gonna stick to those instead of.
The crazy thing is, every single Marvel show that's currently in development, other than Vision Quest, is an ongoing series.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Vision Quest. That's coming out this year too.
That's coming out like August, yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah.
We're in for it, man.
Vision Quest, I think is going to surprise people. I hope it does.
Oh yeah.
I love the decision to have Vanessa wear the white dress in the similar way as like the painting from season 1, the snowy forest or whatever.
Tie.
It looks
the white rabbit.
White rabbit, that's it. And you slowly see the dress turn more and more red.
That was great.
It's fantastic. The whole
cinema.
The whole scene was so good. I love that Matt had to save Kingpin again, once as Matt Murdock and again as
Daredevil.
I think Daredevil Born Again was the most excited I have been week to week for a show. For me, probably since Peacemaker.
This reminds me of like the Arrowverse conversations and like just the way that they're like releasing it, where it's like
the interconnectivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time I saw Marvel get this, like the Marvel community get this much into a show was probably WandaVision.
It's been a great feeling. I'm trying to remember like what was some of the other actual Netflix footage this week too.
Yes.
Yeah. That was I was so shocked at that.
Yeah, I was
for
like,
some reason thought they just put in new Netflix footage.
I will say though, it did make me nostalgic and long for the old cinematography. Like the cinematography was good this week, better than it has been in Born Again, but I do still miss the look of the original show.
Yeah.
I do miss it.
We're slowly getting back.
Here's the thing. Born Again is never. I don't think Born Again will ever reach. We are, but it will. I don't think it'll ever reach the highs of season 1 or 3.
From like a production standpoint,
I think that's okay.
I agree.
I think
yeah.
Well, it's because it doesn't have as high a budget. It's never going to.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Wait, for instance, true. But for instance, I enjoy Born Again more than I enjoy Daredevil season 2, easily.
Ooh.
But
interesting.
Season 1 and 3 were something special. Yeah, season 2 for me just has a lot of problems, specifically with the hand stuff.
Again, I still think that the worst season of Marvel Netflix, whatever that might be in your mind, is better than the best season of Disney Plus Marvel shows.
All of it?
I think so.
Okay.
Like
we're talking animation and live action?
Is better than like WandaVision?
I think if you look at it from a production value wise, I think if you look at it from like an acting standpoint and just like
are you talking about animation too?
No, just
okay,
live action stuff. I
take X-Men 97 over majority of Marvel Netflix.
I love like WandaVision and Hawkeye, and I know Darren's gonna hate me for it, but like Moon Knight and things like that. Like I love those shows. But there is something so special to me about those Marvel Netflix shows.
There is.
I would choose to watch any season of Marvel Netflix television over any season of Disney Marvel television. And that might be very pretentious of me to say. And again, not that I don't enjoy these, but I just there's something special about those shows. You know?
My least favorite season of Marvel Netflix, I think, is a hot take. Because my least favorite season of Marvel Netflix is probably Luke Cage season 1.
Really?
That's crazy. Actually,
I was, to be fair, and here I will say in all fairness, I watched it. Let's see, when did it come out? 2016, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I was 10 when it came out, and I have a 10-year-old. It was the most boring show in the world, and I've never.
I'm sure. And I have similar memories of like the first time I watched Daredevil and Jessica Jones and stuff like that. Like when did they first come out? Let's see.
2015 was when Daredevil came out.
Okay. So I was 15 when these shows came out. Again, I wasn't like a kid, but I wasn't,
They're definitely
I didn't appreciate that kind of television. And I think
exactly, I didn't either.
I
was into the Arrowverse at that age. I was into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But Marvel Netflix was such a weird anomaly for me.
Because it was so much. It was like elevated television in that way, right? Like it wasn't a CW show, and that's what made it great. And I think the older I've gotten, the more I've gone back and rewatched those shows, the more I've appreciated them even more. And again, I enjoyed them at that time. Like I think I enjoyed Daredevil season 2 so much because it was a lot more action heavy, because I got to see Daredevil in the suit and things like that.
Well,
like it appealed to me more. And you had your Punisher and Elektra and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a 10-year-old. Let me tell you, Iron Fist season 1 was one of my favorites back then. Because I have a 10-year-old, it just works. It's just fun, enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved Iron Fist season 1. I've never rewatched Iron Fist season 1, but I'm always higher on it than others because I remember liking it so much more.
Mm-hmm.
The two seasons I definitely need to rewatch the most are Luke Cage season 1, Iron Fist season 1. Because I have so different opinions than the average public that I feel like I do need to rewatch them.
Yeah. I think after this season of Daredevil is over, after the Punisher special comes out, I'm going to start my rewatch of everything. Like before this season of Born Again came out, I watched the first couple episodes of Daredevil season 1 just to get myself back in the feel, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good." So I want to rewatch through everything in order. I got to finish up this season of Jessica Jones as well.
Season 3 is good. A knockoff Dexter in season 3.
Yeah. I was literally gonna say which is so funny watching it from the perspective of like, okay, now she's in Resurrection as well.
Yeah.
So
I need to finish those last couple. I started
knockoff Dexter.
season 2.
Yeah, I finished Luke Cage Season 2. Yeah, I finished Luke Cage Season 2. Because my goal this year is to try to watch every possible Marvel canon show, and that includes like Cloak and Dagger I want to watch this year.
Cloak and Dagger is so good, man.
I want to
rewatch that now, too.
Both were good. Luke Cage, I enjoy Luke Cage Season 2 a
lot. Here's the thing. How about this? Let us know when you want to watch Cloak and Dagger.
I'll
rewatch it. We can cover it.
Let's do it. I need to watch that one.
I'll rewatch. I never did season 2.
Same
with Runaways. I watched season 1 of Runaways and season 1 of Cloak and Dagger. I loved them.
Yeah.
I never finished them.
We never got to see the crossover episode.
I never saw the crossover episode.
I finished Runaways.
I loved Runaways. That was so fun.
Yeah, me too.
Runaways have a Cloak and Dagger. Runaways have a crossover.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts on Daredevil before?
All right, I'll let you have nothing. I'm gonna do Cloak and Dagger soon.
Okay.
Will we see Jessica Jones in tomorrow's episode?
What tomorrow? Or that would be episode 5.
I'm gonna say
5.
no. I think
I'm gonna say last minute. I think she'll be right at the end.
Yeah, she'll either be right at the end or she comes in episode 6, and then she'll be in the last.
Look at the trailer they put out, which I don't. I think some of that footage.
Oh, you're right. You're right. His suit's a lot more busted up.
It's almost all red again. So I'm thinking maybe it might be episode 7 or 8. Like she might.
You're right.
Maybe
You're right.
At the end of 6 or whatever, and then leads into 7 and 8 or something. I don't know.
Oh, do we see the? Okay, I think I was starting to mention this.
The reason I think.
Go ahead. I'll finish it off later.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was gonna say the reason I think that she's in episode 6 is there's been a week of the thumbnail for episode 6 and she's in it.
Oh.
So it's the reason I think she's gonna be in episode 6.
So I mean, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe the suit starts tearing early. I don't know. Alrighty.
No, it started tearing in the last episode. If you look right at the end, it started tearing.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
But I think certainly what we're gonna get in this next episode is that shot from the trailer in the church where Daredevil's like reaching out his hand, and I think it's got to be Bullseye, right? It's got to be to team up with Bullseye.
It's got to be Bullseye. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, while you guys close off this episode, I'm a relog because I'm having some lag, so I'm a relog quickly.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed, before we move on to our next show. I really liked Detective Matt this week. Like I liked him dressing up as I almost said an ICE agent, but basically
anti-vigilante task force guy. Yeah.
He goes around to the church and he sees the thing, so he goes there, and I love that shit, man. I love
how he did the coin flip that Bullseye did too. He's like, I could do that too. Like
I love that this show uses his hearing more as an actual superpower. Like I think that's one of the biggest issues from the Universal show for me, is that he doesn't always feel like Daredevil. He's very much like what Arrow ran into. He feels kind of like Marvel's Batman, which isn't a problem. I like Batman. He's great. It's great for it. But
you're right. They do the powers way better here.
Yeah. Makes him stand apart as as a show and as a hero.
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
Oh, something that we completely kind of forgot to mention. We haven't really been talking about it a ton. I'm interested to see your guys' thoughts on it. Is Daniel and BB and all of the stuff with that's going on there, and I guess too then that kind of ties into what's his face as well, the British guy, the James Bond bodyguard, Buck. Yeah. Buck, I need you to guard the door.
Daniel's been one of my MVPs this season because I think he's one of the most fascinating characters to watch. A character that I think Daniel is what most of us would be. I think in this world, I think Daniel is is like the everyday. Like people we see in the world right now, where it's just like, well, I am loyal to this, this. There was a line in the podcast I thought was interesting, where it's like, what happens when a group that you devoted your dedication to, you find out is in the wrong, and how do you get out of that? I thought was really interesting.
Yeah,
that's something we're actively dealing with in right now, where a lot of people are like, oh, I sided with the wrong team. How do I get out of this? And how do I back up slowly, especially when that person that you've aligned yourself with would and could and will break your neck if you betray them. You know what I mean? Like, I think that stuff is really fascinating.
So where do you think he's gonna fall this season?
Oh, I think he's dead. Oh, he's dead.
I think he's dead. I think he's dead. I think he's dead.
And I think Buck is gonna have to kill him. I think it's gonna be like a. I liked you, kid. I liked you, kid. But
there's an
Fisk wants you gone.
There's an interview with Fisk, or I mean not Fisk, Vincent. That like he talks about how his character goes through a path that he never thought he'd go before, and like it's his darkest point. And I thought going into the season, I was like, oh, he kills Vanessa. Like that's going to be his breaking point. And I was like, well, no, she's dead now. So now who could it be? And I'm like, I think it's Daniel. I think we're literally doing the Penguin season 1 finale. I think it's a very similar scene to that.
I've been thinking that the whole season.
Yeah.
And also, I guess
speaking of Vincent D'Onofrio, bro, quote tweeted me on Twitter the other day.
I did see that. That's very fun.
Interesting.
You had my Stephen Amell moment.
So you didn't put him in a colorful hat with a pinwheel and a singular tooth?
That whole thing was so silly. Of him like blocking the guy.
That was funny.
He blocked the guy and then he reposted the meme later.
It's like, oh wait, this is actually funny. I'm sorry.
Did he wait? But what's the end of the story? Did he unblock the guy eventually?
I don't think so. It's
what
so
is up with it?
It's so
But doesn't he just like he has a history of just blocking people for like nothing, right? Not for nothing,
I like to think
but like
I like to think he's.
I would think he's in character. Yeah, I like to think he'll unblock them the second Kingpin dive or something.
Yeah,
I think he's a little method with it, like that, like via that podcast. He talked about the like Mr. Charles character with like Matthew Lillard, and like he said like
Matthew Lillard was back in this episode.
Yes,
like he had a hard time after the show wrapped not being mad or angry or annoyed at Matthew Lillard. Like he said in real life he had like beef, and he had to be like, oh wait, no, like you're not like Mr. Charles and I'm not Kingpin, and he had to separate it. But I think that's so. I think he forgets he's Vincent D'Onofrio sometimes. I think
Mr. Charles, if you want to talk to me next time, why don't you call first?
Also, speaking of stuff, so Giancarlo Esposito is coming to my school to teach a lecture in a couple weeks.
What is with your damn school?
It's usually twice a year. It's fall and spring. They will get a random like big actor. For fall, it was Matthew Lillard. For spring, it's going to be Giancarlo.
Well, you know what? That's a fantastic segue because he's also showing up next week to The Boys.
Yes.
Oi.
Yes. Oi.
Oi, Huey.
Also, this show is weirdly similar to Daredevil Born Again. You know, like in terms of like story they're telling.
Scarily similar. They are like, similar. Oh my!
It's the same story. It's the same story.
Eric Kripke is kind of the Simpsons of the modern age, I think.
He really is.
Like he talked about how he like wrote season 4 as a cautionary tale to the audience of what could happen within our country. And as it was airing, it was literally like note for note what was actively happening in the country, which I think was one of the reasons I kind of struggled with season 4, especially towards the end, because it was like so close to reality and the things that we were dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this, season 4 has grown on me the worst out of every season.
I'm not
like when I defended it when it first came out, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, it's easily like I used to like it more in season 2, but now I think it's probably easily the worst season.
It's easily my least favorite in this universe.
Like I will say, I think episode 1 of The Boys season 5 is easily better than every episode of last season of The Boys for me.
Yeah, I enjoy these two a lot. I still have that feeling, like especially episode 1. I'll be honest, I kind of struggled with it a little bit because it is so close to the reality we're living in. Like there are scenes where I'm like, oh, I'm like this.
Oh
like there are scenes I have to pause because I'm like, this is literally our current U.S. government and what they're aiming to do right now. It's like, no.
Would you rather Mayor Kingpin or would you rather President Homelander?
Oh, God. I mean, Kingpin, I guess.
I guess, but like...
Kingpin's a man. We can take Kingpin down. Homelander's a bit harder.
Yeah. Did you see, by the way, the like on those betting apps, like the chances of Butcher dying this season are so high?
Oh,
you have like 91%.
Butcher's the most likely character to die in this show.
Yeah, I think him and Homelander are pretty tied though. I don't think there's any world where him and Homelander live.
I think there's a small world where Homelander lives, but we'll talk about that later, maybe.
Yeah.
I think just because they've been like preaching he needs to die for so long that it is a little like I would respect if they like didn't, because they're like Homelander must die since like season 1.
But that's the thing. Then what do you do with him? Oh, actually, you know what? The way I can see him die, make him powerless.
That's been my pitch.
That's the way I can see him survive the show, where you make him powerless, and then you just make him a mortal man.
Yeah, that's been like do what you did with Thawne in season 8.
In season 8 of Flash,
where it's like what's worse than killing Thawne? Taking away his ability, like take away everything that Homelander holds dear. I think is almost a fate worse than death for him. It's like him living like in a cage without his powers. Yeah, and people mock and make fun of him. Like I kind of think that would work for me.
The thing, I think half of the character in the show are gonna die this season. We already had a major one this episode.
We kind of had 2 this week, if you count the second episode that we had here.
We do. But like, I don't think Huey or
tell me the spoiler.
I mean, yeah, like spoilers for the boys. A-Train runs no more.
Oh, he's dead.
A-Train is last race. Yeah.
No, he gets his Quicksilver moment too, which is awesome.
The like Homelander versus A-Train moment really reminded me of the Flash versus Supergirl fight scene we had in Invasion. If you remember that fight scene when like Supergirl gets like mind controlled and he's like doing the loops around her and they're going through like it's that, but in that scenario Supergirl wins.
It was so. Episode 1 reminded me why I love the show, because I had kind of forgotten, because I didn't love The Boys season 4, and Gen V season 2 I thought was good, wasn't as good as Boys season 1 through 3.
It had its issues, yeah.
It had its issues. So this episode really reminded me.
I definitely respect them. Like Eric Kripke kept his promise of being like, no, the whole season is like the finale, and like we're not now that we're in the final season, anyone can go at any time, and I respect that a lot.
Here's the thing: because of Peacemaker and Stranger Things, I don't trust that. Not yet.
I don't know. Like Eric,
both of those creators said it was going to be big. And while yes, Peacemaker had its moments, that finale was overhyped as hell, and that is his fault entirely. That is entirely James Gunn's fault.
I think this show works in that way better. Like I think Stranger Things fans thought that their show was The Boys, and it was just never that kind of show.
It's not.
The Boys is that show though.
Like, The Boys. I will say, I love the line of Huey saying, "Like I don't even know why I'm still alive." Like I thought that was fun because realistically, he should have died hundreds of times in the show.
Sure. Yeah, and I loved the Homelander and Huey scene of just like
it was spectacular.
Why you? Like, why does Butcher like you so much?
Which, by the way, Anthony Starr, he is going to be in the top 10 great of comic book castings of all time.
Yeah, Homelander. I think Homelander has been the best and worst thing about the show. I think that I felt like he has held the show back in some ways because we can't kill him until this season or get rid of him until this season.
Well, definitely. Then the VOD prequel, will Soldier Boy be holding that show back?
I guess it depends how.
Because that's the thing. I think Soldier Boy is almost as good as Homelander in terms of a character and acting wise.
Sure.
That I think he's going to be the best part of that prequel by far. I think he's going to be the prequel.
Well, he's my favorite show. In The Boys.
He is so fun.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I went to the Comic-Con panel back in 2024 when they were announcing The Boy. I think it was I think it was the Boys season 5 and Gen V season 1, or Gen V season 1 cast. They were announcing that at the time, and I remember they brought what's his name? The guy from Supernatural who also played Soldier Boy. What's his name?
Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles, and they bring him on the stage, and nobody knew he was going to be there. Like returning the main character, and then he starts reading this thing, and he's so funny. Like he pretends he didn't know that he was making a prequel. He's like, "Oh, that's me, all sweet. I mean, a prequel, awesome."
Yeah,
and he's great. He seems like such a fun guy.
Yeah, him this week, and Taz, you'll like this. It really made me want to start watching Supernatural again.
It made me too.
He's so good. Like he's so good as a character, and I'm like, I kind of just want to go watch Dean Winchester.
Which, by the way, Supernatural reunion coming up.
Yeah, do we think Jared Padalecki's in next week's episode, or do you think they'll
No,
save it?
Because so we got a confirmation for who he's playing. He's playing the new 8 train, like the new Speedster.
Yeah, he's like part of the new 7, which is a much bigger role than I thought he'd have. I think that's interesting that he.
I think I read on a week that he's going to be only in episode or starting episode 5, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay.
And Misha, I don't even know. We don't know who Misha's playing.
We don't know who Misha's playing. Yeah. Which I was confused for a second, like when they killed Soldier Boy, and I was like, wait, what about the reunion? I was like, wait, I thought Jensen and Jared would share the scene together.
No, it would have been really funny. The reunion the whole time was a flashback scene.
It would have been so funny if you had to kill Jensen to bring in Jared. That'd be so funny to just rage bait people, being like, no, this is just like no reunion for you.
But the boys would so do that.
Yeah.
The boys would so do that. The boys, okay, so I was more excited for Invincible season 4 than I was for The Boys season 5. But I will say these first 2 episodes I enjoyed more than the first 2 episodes of Invincible season 4.
Ooh, just the first 2?
Just the first 2.
I'd agree.
Like I really liked Invincible episode 2 of season 4, but episode 1 I thought was a good start, but kind of weak. Well, The Boys just kind of keeps running for me.
Yeah, I think in general I like Invincible more than The Boys.
Overall, I think so too.
Yeah,
but The Boys, I think I'm gonna miss The Boys more than Invincible. I think weirdly enough, like when it ends and when Invincible ends and all that.
You know what? I think it's starting to hit me now just a little bit. Now that it's actually back, but
we only got 6 more weeks.
I'm not that sad that The Boys are ending, and I think it's the same logic I have in my brain. I wasn't sad when Arrow ended either, because when Arrow
ended. There were 2 shows that I was really sad when they ended, and those were Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Flash.
I wasn't sad when Arrow ended because the Arrowverse always was kind of one big show instead of a bunch of little ones. I was like, I'm fine. I have Flash and Supergirl and Black Lightning and Legends and all these other shows. I feel similarly to this, where it's like I have Gen V season 3 coming. I have, Vought Rising. I have the Boys Next. Fair. Like we have 3 more seasons at least of this universe coming. That's true. And so it's more of a goodbye to the characters. Like it feels like it's an end of an era for the show, and not.
They're also give a different mindset. Because, like, for instance, when Flash ended, it ended a month before I graduated high school. So, and I started it when I was in like 3rd grade. So the fact that it was just that was my closing of my childhood for me.
Yeah.
But The Boys ending, it's a weird place for me where it's like haven't been around that long, but man, does it feel like I guess 6 years. That's true. It's been a minute, I guess.
It's been over half a decade. I watched the show when it first came out, 2019. I saw the trailer, and
I didn't see a single trailer. This and Invincible were like the 2 most shocking shows for me when I watched them when they first came out. Mm-hmm. If I hadn't seen a single trailer for either, I just heard they were popular.
Yeah.
And Taz, what are you doing, bro? Go watch The Boys.
You have time, bro.
You have time.
You have time. You have.
I've seen tons of clips. I saw like they're all into like the Homelander memes or something this season, right?
I did. Yeah. Like, where it's like, have you seen the memes?
The memes of
me? Making memes about me. Like I think I was like, oh, Taz would love that if he watched like that's his kind of scene.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so meta.
Catch up by January and you can watch Vought Rising when it comes out.
Okay. Yeah, if I get a year, yeah, sure.
Catch up. That's when the prequel show comes out. Should be early next year.
Yeah, I I think I always enjoy Homelander the most when he's on his like last thread.
I did too.
And I think like he's kind of been there for the last 3 seasons now, and I think especially like I think him this season is him. I think believing his bullshit, which is really interesting to me. It's him like psychologically like trying to convince himself that he's still right. Where it's like A-Train, like I was like a brother to you, and I had to do this.
Which by the way, that final conversation between A-Train and Homelander was phenomenal.
So good. Is A-Train the second longest outside of Homelander in terms of like the boys?
Who was on the boys?
Yeah, was he? Is like his longest.
It's either as long as who?
No, just like on the team, like with Homelander. Like
I want to say it's either him or the Deep.
Yeah,
it's either him or the Deep. But the Deep feels like he's been there longer, if that makes sense. Like it gives the vibe that he's been on this team for a long time.
The Deep might be the oldest. He doesn't give a shit about the Deep though.
No, he doesn't. The ironic thing is, I'm curious if the Deep's gonna die. It's such a 50-50 shot for me. I can see him living. I can see him dying.
I think he's dead. I think he dies a slow.
I hope he does.
I'm sorry, not painless. A slow, painful.
And it's gonna be Starlight killing him if he dies.
Oh yeah. I think the Deep and Butcher are my like most likely to die is this season.
Yeah. I don't think Starlight or Huey are in that. I see them I see them having the only happy ending of the show.
I think Starlight lives. I think Huey lives. I think Mother Milk lives too. I think
Mother Milk or Frenchie. I think one of them's gonna die, and I don't know which one.
I think Frenchie dies.
I think
Kimiko might live too.
No, the reason I think she'll live is they killed her in season 2 already, like the fake death. I don't see them doing it again, but I do see Frenchie possibly kind of doing the reverse of that, sacrificing himself for Kimiko.
Yeah,
and then
like she's finally happy and she's finally okay. Yeah. I think it'd be a very weird vibe if they just do her in at the end. Like they could, but the
thing is, have you seen the title of what episode 7 is going to be called?
No.
It's going to be like the Frenchie, Kimiko, and the man called Mother's Milk.
Interesting.
That's the name of episode 7. So I do think one of them's going to die in that episode. I just don't know who.
Yeah. I think Frenchie's the most likely. I think they've been kind of teasing Frenchie for a couple years now as well.
Yeah.
Especially like his whole thing this season about like just keep fighting, like just keep going, like we can't give up, just keep going. Like I think it's like okay, yeah, he's probably gonna sacrifice himself.
Also, Kimiko talking, weird.
It's very Uncanny Valley. It's very It's I wonder if like the actress was just like, just let me talk. I'm tired of being silent every season.
Well, she had said a couple words in random seasons, hadn't she?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like just a word or two. Yeah, like she said a word or two every now and then.
I was not expecting the like American accents, and like it's very fun.
It's very fun. Yeah, I'm curious how often they're going to kill off characters. That was a fun scene.
That was fun. Yeah,
that was a fun scene.
I think
I don't think they're going to save everyone. The Boys even the type of show to save everyone for the finale. They're the type of show to save like Butcher for the finale. Yeah. But I think they might just kill like. For instance, I think Mother Milk or one of them will die in the second live episode, and then I think someone's just gonna die straight in the middle, maybe the Deep or something.
Yeah, I don't want it to feel like. I think some people want the show to be like super depressing and sad, and everyone is dead, and I don't want that ending.
Dead. No, I said I think if anything, Huey and Starlight get a happy ending, and Mother Milk will get a happy ending.
I think you have to have an ending of like. There is hope for the world. Like, I don't want it to be like everyone is dead and everything is depressing and life sucks. Yeah. And, because I think that kind of ending doesn't really motivate me to watch any future installments of the show. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have an ending that wraps this show up.
Yeah.
It's a nice little bow on this show, but also can somewhat kind of lead the way for whatever is The Boys Mexico and Gen V and all these other things coming.
I also think Soldier Boy's gonna die just because he's the most expendable. Where you have a prequel show like that's probably gonna last years for him. That if he dies, you're still gonna get a lot of his character. So I think he's just the most expendable.
I'm kind of 50. I don't know though, because I think they've already done that.
They did.
They've killed him a couple times now. They brought him back. I would kind of like. Have you seen Better Call Saul, Ben?
I have, yes. I love Better Call Saul.
I'd kind of love if they would put a Better Call Saul that like Bot Rising is like a bit of both. Like every now and again they just flash forward to see what he's up to in current day. Like I think that could kind of
that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Here's the thing: we don't know if Gen V Season 3 is in the works. People kind of assume, but we actually have no idea if we're ever getting a Gen V Season 3.
Eric has said that it's coming and that we'll see those characters again. I will say though, I am a little disappointed we're not getting more Gen V stuff this season.
Me too. It's like from what I hear, they're just going to be background characters the whole season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you and me talked about this when we were talking about the Gen V finale. And
it's kind of like Drax coded a little bit, like in like Infinity War and Endgame, where it's like, oh, they set up Marie to have some sort of connection to this whole Homelander arc, and maybe she still does. But it doesn't seem.
It also to note that not a single critic have seen the finale. Nobody's seen the finale but the main main actors.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
So I get it because you and me did talk back then about how like if Gen V is too important, will it be a requirement for Gen V Season 3?
Yeah.
And the thing now I'm thinking it's not going to be. I think you're going to be able to watch Gen V Season 3 easily without watching this season.
But I don't like that. I think The Boys was so important to Gen V Season 2. Like, I think like Gen V Season 2 felt like a season of The Boys, and it feels like we're not, like it kind of reminds me of like what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was doing for a while, where like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was bending backwards to help the MCU, but the MCU would do nothing for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it kind of feels a similar way where it's like Gen V has to do this, but The Boys doesn't.
The thing I will say, and I don't think VOD Rising is going to have this problem, but I do think Gen V kind of gets the short end of the stick when it comes to the Boys universe, where they know it's not as popular as The Boys. They know people don't care much about these characters, but the show's popular enough to keep it going. Well, VOD Rising, they're going to bring back that one Nazi girl. They're going to bring back Soldier Boy, actual popular characters.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a show that I guarantee they have more hope for that than they do for Gen V.
Yeah, and I think like Gen V, I think Season 3 will probably be the final season of that, and I think they'll use it as like an epilogue for The Boys of just like, okay, what's this universe looking like post?
Well, yeah, my favorite the best part about Gen V Season 2 and why I really like Gen V Season 2, it is the only season where you really get to see what the Boys universe is like with Homelander like king, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I thought it was a really good, and I think it was a big problem as well. It's a great setup season for The Boys Season 5, and it shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I don't know. Taz, what's your thoughts on both these episodes?
Well, I think Jensen Ackles is cool.
He's great. He is a highlight of Season 3. You're gonna love him in Season 3.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen. It's one of those shows that I feel like I've seen because I've seen clips. Like I have a general idea of kind of like the layout and like character relationships and certain things. Like I feel like I know a lot, or I know enough about the show, which is kind of, it's good and bad because it's made me not necessarily need to rush to go see it or to sit down and watch it. But I think it once I really get into it, I think I'll be pretty hooked on it. But when I initially sat down to watch it, I don't know really why I didn't continue. Like I think the last episode I saw was in Season 1. I believe it was whatever episode followed like the plane sequence.
That's
from Season
2.
1.
That's like episode 2.
Yeah, so I think 3. I might have like started either finished 2 and started 3.
I believe the plane sequence is right at the end of episode 1. Because I rewatched episode 1 recently.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I got through maybe like 2 episodes and was like, I don't have time. Yeah.
Defense, it was when your like life like switched upside down. Like.
Yeah.
I think you started this as you exited Pipeline. It was like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, things were getting kind of hectic there for a minute. And then I just like, I had to make a decision as far as like, if I'm going to watch stuff, it's got to be like something that I really, really care about. Yeah. And I think too, around that time, what was the season that people didn't love as much?
Season 4.
Season 4.
Okay.
Season 4.
People love 3. People don't love 4.
People have 3 is my personal favorite Steven, which I find crazy, by the way. Season 1 of the lowest rated Steven of The Boys, and I find that crazy.
That below 4 is crazy to me. I don't
yeah,
know.
Whatever season was out, my brother was like not really feeling it, and he was like, yeah, like the first couple seasons were okay, and it was one of those shows. I was kind of in that era of show watching where I was like, if I don't 100% love what I'm seeing, I'm not going to spend time and devote time to it.
The problem with season 4 of The Boys is it's the only season where like nothing happens.
They clearly wanted a 5-season show, and the show, like the final season, probably should have been season 4. Like they were like, we want one more of this thing, and
season 4 doesn't do anything to progress the storyline other than a character getting powers and the finale.
Yeah, it kind of does like a ring around the rosy to kind of prolong the show and just be like, well, we need to
so it was like a whole. So it was basically a whole filler season, is what you're talking about.
I would say that because there are important things to happen. Like the finale is actually very good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily like you do need season 4 to watch 5, obviously. You can't just skip it. But like hypothetically, they could have just I think they could have just done, like
they could have combined 4 and 5 into one season.
Do do like a 10-episode final season or something.
Yeah, because realistically, the only things you need in season 4 is a main character gets powers, a character which is very important for season 5.
Yeah,
and then and then the finale. The finale leads directly into season 5. That's all you really need.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I will say. And then we'll move on because I know we have other things to get to here. But like, I'm also disappointed about the lack of Ryan, and that's been one of the
I've heard from critics that that's like a big problem for the season.
That's such bullshit.
It is.
Like I was really expecting Ryan to be one of the main characters this season.
I know.
Like to the point. Like my main theory was Ryan kills Homelander. Like that's what I thought.
I mean, that could still be a thing to be fair, because like he's still in the season, but
you'd think if they were doing that, they'd want more of a. I don't know.
I'm a little upset, and as much as I love Soldier Boy, I hear he have the most screen time out of any character this season, and I am a little upset about that.
I hear like Homelander, Soldier Boy, and Sister Sage.
Yeah. No, I hear Butcher and Huey get their fair share too, but Soldier Boy's getting a whole show. Why do you give him the most screen time?
It's interesting. I mean, I'm not going to complain. I love he's my favorite character, so I'm definitely not complaining.
He is a top 3. My top 5 character in the show are Butcher, Homelander, Soldier Boy, Huey, and probably MM. Those are my top 5.
Where do you think Soldier Boy is going to land going forward? Because he now has grievances with both sides. The Boys has poison, like they tried to murder him, and Homelander has set him up. So is he going to pick a side, or is he going to go after both of them?
I think we're going to see like kind of a reverse of season 3, where Homelander and Butcher are going at it, and then like Soldier Boy comes in the middle and tries to kill them both. Like kind of like the reverse of season 3, how instead of both of them going after him, he goes after both of them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It would be. There's a lot. There is so much. There's 6 more episodes, and there's so much they need to cover, but they're gonna do it.
Shout out to them for not doing the 3-episode premiere again. I hated.
I know.
It was like 3 hours straight. They would just drop on a Wednesday. It's like, have fun. Which I actually think they could have easily done weekly. Like I think episode 1 is so jam packed. They didn't have to.
It is. They didn't need episode 2. No. If anything, episode 2 is a slower episode. I think similar to what Daredevil, they were even 2 and 3 the same weekend would have made a lot more sense than 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Also, releasing The Boys and Invincible on the same day is a weird strategy.
I don't understand why they have to have this overlap. I wish they would have paced it out.
Me too.
I wish Invincible ended, then you can do The Boys, then you can do Spider-Man Noir. Like, have it be this.
Because, I'm working on watching. Quick side tangent. I'm deciding right now. This is the closest I've ever been to watching Clone Wars, where I really want to watch Clone Wars right now. And I'm deciding between that or I'm deciding between that or Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I know I'm gonna like it either way.
Clone Wars. Come on.
Avatar.
Clone Wars.
Avatar.
Do it. You must join the dark side.
I just watched the animated movie last night, which is but but Maul has been making me really want to watch Clone Wars. So
I will say that It does, like, it is a little bit more convincing.
Commander Cody, you know what must be
but
done.
Avatar has a new movie
Execute
coming up.
Order 66.
I'm
By
gonna
the
like
way-
both.
By
I'm
the
gonna
way,
like both, but
the entire movie got leaked this week on Twitter. Fuck leakers.
oh my god, it
Holy
did.
shit. The entire movie is online right now. I am
What?
so pissed.
There's a new
Of
The
Avatar.
Avatar
Wait, is
live
it
action movie.
is it a live action movie or is it a?
Yeah, it's
No,
an
no,
animated
it's
movie.
a sequel to the animated show.
It
Oh,
was
wow.
supposed to be a theatrical movie, and then Paramount.
And then Paramount, like those sons of bitches, like
Now it's a streaming movie, and now you can just go on TikTok and watch the movie. Like 6
Oh.
months.
by the way, Paramount let this happen to two SpongeBob movies too. What is up with Paramount and having their movies get leaked? This was the third time it's happened in like 2 years.
By the way, the same
Full
people
movies
that
leaked
just
months
bought
before.
Warner Brothers, I fucking hate Paramount. I hate them so much. So
No.
stupid.
My optimism. The
you know
deal
what?
did not go through until the end of this year. There's still time. Someone else, please.
You know what? If they do buy Warner Brothers, maybe the same person that's been leaking all these movies can dig in the archives and find the Batgirl movie.
You see, then I would love them. Give me Batgirl.
Mhm.
The thing, I think we'll see Batgirl one day. I think one day, like DC, once they're at their high point, they'll release Batgirl like a straight to streaming, like additional movie. Like they'll figure something out.
I don't think they can. I think the only way it
legally
gets
right now
released
they
is
can't.
that it gets. It cannot be legally released.
That's what I mean. I think eventually we'll have James Gunn do some magic or something to figure out a way to get it legally released. And then he'll come for instance, you know how he was a big advocate for Coyote versus Acme. I mean, he did write it, but I think he will be an advocate for Batgirl one day. And I think eventually we will see that movie. Like we have a higher chance of seeing that movie than we have of seeing the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, for instance.
I will say, as we kind of wrap this up, the Paramount security is certainly not.
If it's invincible, why can I see it?
Why can't I see it? Yes, yes.
Invincible.
And Dexter started filming too.
Which, by
Do
the
you
way,
have protein tubes with that white
Dude.
sauce?
you guys missed like the biggest episode of the entire show.
Yeah, we did. We did. All right, let's talk about both.
We did. We really did.
Let's talk about
We can talk
both.
about both.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like went on a whole thing though, like I was by myself and I went on like a 30-minute like deep dive analysis about these characters. I was like, whoa, I like locked in and went into like a free for all because I had so much to say about.
Did you just turn?
like?
You turned into heavy spoilers.
I guess I was just like, whoa, I don't know, I had that in me. I would say I'm so sad we're almost done with the season already.
It feels like it went
Me
by so
too.
quick.
It
always
did. And
does.
here's the thing: this season, I think in the future, going to be looked at as one of the worst seasons of Invincible, but it's not a bad thing.
It's
all right.
oddly enough, honestly, kind of what you guys were describing with season 4 of The Boys, where it felt like it just feels like a lot of setup.
It does
in a weird way, but like it's enjoyable setup. It's great setup, but I wish I'm gonna want more when the season's over. I'm gonna
when I read the comic and all that, I think I said this through the chat. I knew this was going to be a slower part of the comic. I knew there was some stuff that was going to happen, but I knew that the fan base would be weird about it because I knew that it was going to be not as action packed as season 1 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're about to lead into one of the best arcs of the show.
But it still is very action packed. Like
it is. It still is.
So, well, okay. So I'm trying to calculate what episode we missed. This was 5 and 6. Yeah.
Which these
so,
two have been my favorites of the season. I really loved
and then
Yes. So literally the animation quality skyrocketed just because Mark and Conquest were fighting again. Like how cool is that?
That's
you know?
Great.
Like we just got like animation specifically for their fights, and
so good.
It's dude, and just like the whole lead up to that, obviously, right, is so you get Mark's conversation with Nolan, and finally Nolan's reunion with Debbie and everything like that, and very different from the comics.
Yeah, Taz, like I believe in the comics she forgives him, doesn't she?
Fairly quickly.
Like, she forgives him so quickly in the comics. I remember being so pissed when I read that.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm so happy they changed that.
Yeah, me too. His scene with Art as well.
Oh my god, that was. I actually felt bad for Omni-Man that scene. I don't know why.
I dress heroes, Nolan.
I felt so bad for him.
Unironically, probably the best stuff of the episode for me was their
conversation.
Yeah. The conquest stuff was good too, but their conversations.
Sure, but I think I always enjoy these deep character episodes or these deep character moments.
And how I don't get how a show can do that. How do we go from episode 4 to these two? I don't
think episode 4 is that bad.
No, I actually think in hindsight, I appreciate episode 4 more. Because again, it was a slower moment, a calm before the storm in a lot of ways, yes. Right? It was a smaller, more intimate story. Again, it was something that we did not see in the comics, so it was brand new, fresh stuff.
It's completely new for everybody.
And then we get to go into one of the largest arcs from the comics.
Yeah.
And do you notice, though, as we're progressing further and further throughout the show, Ben, as somebody who's read the comics, we're seeing more divergent paths from the comics. Again, Nolan's reunion with Debbie was,
I agree,
very different.
They've been changing more stuff.
They're
changing all
the tech jacket thing. And then they kind of do everybody thought, okay, they changed tech jacket to a girl around the same age as Oliver. So are they gonna replace?
I think they're gonna.
Maybe, but until we got the lobster scene.
Yeah,
lobsters, man.
Speaking of really random, Taz, if someone read the comics, how close are we to the reboot arc?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Arc.
I think that's still a while off. I would say probably at least a couple seasons. I don't.
Okay,
I don't think
that's probably my least favorite arc of Invincible. So it's
I think they could knock that. I think they could easily knock that out in an episode and just kind of speed through it and be. It should just be a what if episode. Is how they should do it in the comic or in the show.
It is my least favorite arc of Invincible by quite a large margin.
Yeah.
So I really hope they knock it out.
It's funny is I saw there was a panel that somebody posted recently. I'm not going to just describe it, but it's from maybe 75-80% of the way through the comics, and people are oh, I wish it would have just ended here, and everything else past that point.
I think I know where you mean. Yes.
Yeah, and everything else past that point was just whatever, and I'm I still kind of I like where the comic ends. I think that is a good definitive end for things.
I do too. I agree.
But anyway, back to
7.
Seven.
It said 7.
7. I could see it possibly going to 8, depending on how much they want to stretch things.
Yeah.
But I don't see it going longer than that.
I think we'll do spin-offs though.
I do too.
I think Amazon
there's a great Rexplode spin-off miniseries spin-off that's really good that I really want them to adapt.
I know in the comics they have a Battle Beast.
The Battle Beast one,
side comics.
Tech Jacket.
Tech Jacket has her own thing.
Yeah. I've read the Tech Jacket one. I haven't read the Battle Beast one, but the Tech Jacket one's quite good.
Yeah.
And then the Adam Eve one was also
one season.
The Adam Eve one was also a spin-off comic, and they adapted that, and I thought it was really good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
I think
a lot of spin-offs they could do.
I mean, the stuff with Rex and Monster Girl that we're not currently seeing right now, could certainly be its own spin-off.
I will say, I saw some images of those two characters I feel like I wasn't supposed to see yet. And I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
By the way, as a comic reader, that Conquest tease at the end of episode 6 was hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, are they gonna change even more? What the heck is going on here?
That's a great.
Because in the comic, he's pretty much done. He didn't come back, so it's
yeah.
But that was as a non-reader, I was very much don't bring him back again. It's too soon. It will ruin the momentum of that scene.
He was just lonely. He needs a friend.
I will say I've been loving all the like TikToks I've seen. I've been sending them to you where it's like,
Yeah.
what if Conquest got sent instead of Nolan? I'm like, that's such an interesting little what if. I kind of want to see that like that.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm so piffed at Marvel because if their what if show was good, I think that would inspire so many other studios to make more what if shows. And
again, I think we need Star Wars what if. I think we need
Star Wars what if would be phenomenal.
A DC
The Boys what if. I would love the Boys what if. DC what if, yes, but also they kind of have been doing what if like animated movies for years.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of what that's what their multiverse is.
That's what their multiverse is. So DC actually I don't think needs it as much because DC kind of already do it. Well, they did a Superman Russian movie, for instance. Like
they did, they greenlit what is it, Strange Adventures, which was like a DC like anthology series, and it never made it off the ground.
Never made it off the ground. No. But in general, it's like DC do what ifs a lot more than Marvel do. Like Marvel don't really. They do their traditional stuff, but DC have always done like what if animated movies, and they've always been good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed and actually think it was one of the most crucial episodes of the season. The stuff with Nolan and Oliver. I am loving. Stuff.
I didn't realize how much I missed J.K. Simmons being Omni-Man because this is the most we've seen him since season 1.
Yeah,
and it's awesome.
And him just being like sincere dad Omni-Man. You know, like it's not like as much as Conquer the World Omni-Man is great. Like I really did miss the like intimate moments of like, okay, let me sit down and talk to you and like show you how to do a a specific thing or like how to use your powers in a specific way.
Getting to bond with his dad.
Yeah. And I like how it didn't just happen, right? And we have that couple month time jump in there, so it's not just like oh, we've been here for a week. Yeah, Dad, I forgive you.
Wait, in the comics, even in like 9 months.
No. So I think people are misquoting that. I believe it actually is like maybe like 2 or 3 months or something in the comics, and then like by the time it's some panel, it's like, oh, I think it's when he gets back. Is they're gone for a total of 9 months. Is what the
spoiler
is? Yeah.
Spoiler. I think something else can happen in 9 months, can't it? Because that was one of the things I was like, oh, they're already gone a couple months. By the time they get back, you might look a little different. So that's going to.
I don't think she's gonna look how she did in the comics, but.
Well, no, I just meant like she'd have a belly. Like,
no, that's a joke to
I know
a terrible drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking
about. I was at Barnes & Noble a couple weeks ago, and I was curious how far in the season we were. And, like, we're towards the end of the second compendium, which is cool. Like, they're going at their pace, which I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I liked that stuff slightly more than the war. Like, I thought the war stuff was good, obviously, but I don't know. I was just so
the Viltrumite, I will say, the Viltrumite War is probably my favorite, one of my favorite arcs in the comics.
I don't know. I thought the fighting.
We're about to next week. We're gonna get the the most iconic comic panel though. Like that's where it should start.
And I'm so hyped for it.
Yeah, I thought this week's fighting stuff was like. I thought it was good. I did sometimes think it felt a little clunky sometimes. Like it had a lot to do. It sometimes felt a little like. Snappy. I don't know. Like it felt like I don't know. It felt
yeah.
Like,
so
like,
they took so much. They took so much time. They took so much time with obviously like the Oliver and Nolan stuff on the the deserted planet, letting Mark heal, and then it was kind of like, all right, I'm back. Let's go. Yeah, let's go back to war now.
Spent a lot of the money on the Conquest episode, and there were some shots in where it's literally just a PNG coming closer to the screen, and I'm like, okay, which again, I'm not like one of the people that are online being like, oh, the animation, but honestly, like there are some times where I'm like, but you know what? I watched Darth Maul this week, and I'm like. Darth Maul looks really good. I
was about to. I didn't want to say it when we were in the Darth Maul section, but I was about to say that's how that's how you can make a really good looking animated series.
And which I don't think don't think I mentioned it yet, but I actually did end up catching up with them all this week, and it looks phenomenal. Like, my God. I want Invincible realistically. I wish I had like X-Men 97 animation. Because I thought X-Men 97 looked phenomenal.
X-Men 97 is some of the best animation I've ever seen. I think it's.
I don't know why Invincible can't get that.
I think it's the cast. I think. Listen, I know they have some cool people, and I love a lot of them, but like, I don't need every celebrity that's ever existed to be on the show. No. Like, obviously,
just keep J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. I think like Jeffrey D. Morgan's really good. Obviously, Mark's actor that's blanking my name. Like
Stephen Yeun.
Main character. Also, like Stephen Yeun. Those are fine. I'm fine with like your main cast being bigger actors. Also, like Walter, fine.
Did you really need Walter Goggins to voice Cecil?
I'm even fine with that one, but it's like why are we asking Tom Cruise to play a random character? Like stop. Like it's that stuff that's like.
Or didn't they ask Bryan Cranston too? They asked Bryan Cranston.
I don't know. Like, Aaron Paul was great, but we didn't need him for power. It's stuff like
also something that
you didn't need him to play those random characters last season.
You know what's actually kind of funny to me is that I keep forgetting is like the fact that Seth Rogen is Alan, and he's just like in the whole season. And
I keep forgetting. But again, like that one's fine for me because
he's also like a producer on the show. Like he made the show.
Yeah,
like he heads of the show. So
like
that's fine.
Like your main cast, I have no problem with being these stars. It's when it's like why is Chloe Bennett the cameo character every one scene for like that could have been.
I think it's just because they can. I think that's kind of the shtick. Okay, that's the shtick with the show now. Is like we just have a star-studded cast.
Like,
yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm not someone that's bothered by the animation. I think it looks fine enough. But
But then you watch Invincible and then you watch 97 and you're like, man, I wish they could look like this.
Yeah.
I do also think it is a stylistic choice as well. Like,
possibly.
it does look like the comics. Like, I think in some ways it is. That's what a comic is. A comic does. Comic doesn't move. All the comic is PNGs on a background, right? Technically.
Aside from one thing, I don't know why. Thrag looks way less menacing in the show than he did in the comics for me, and I don't know why.
I know people said, I know there's a big
people
thing.
People do have problems with Thrag, yeah.
And I don't know why. He just looks not menacing in the show. Again, the comics
I don't mind him. Like, I think what they're trying to do is show that dichotomy between Thrag and Conquest, right? Conquest is the big, physically opposing, scary threat. Thrag is more calm, calculated. He is the, brutal leader, but he doesn't have to look menacing.
Yeah,
I don't think he is scary kind of he is scary in the comics, like he is menacing, but he hasn't done anything to get to that point yet. Like there's obviously stuff that we are yet to see from Thrag that I think will make people change their tune. But again, remember we had the same conversation about Conquest last year. Is people were like, I don't, the voice isn't as, as deep as I thought it was going to be. Blah, blah.
For Thrag, I don't have any problem with the voice.
Jeffrey D. Morgan.
I know, but people were literally dubbing over Conquest voice last season. And they're doing it again for Thrag this season, which is
But I think Thrag's
silly.
voice actually works for him because Thrag isn't meant to sound menacing. He's meant to just be menacing.
Yes.
I think Invincible fans are sometimes spoiled little brats. Like they will go online and have a temper tantrum if it's not the exact thing they imagine in their mind.
Whoa.
All right, Cody, we will talk about that here shortly.
Yeah.
We'll talk about those. Anything at a CinemaCon we'll talk about after Invincible.
CinemaCon
maybe Shrinking if we can talk about it without too many
spoilers. Oh yeah.
Anything else from Invincible? You guys are I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
I do think another aspect back to well, no, I guess that was this episode is Nolan kind of explaining why he gave Conquest a grave and everything like that.
That was interesting.
Is it really does show his progression, right? This is not even something that other Viltrumites do for for each other, right? This is not really a Viltrumite tradition at all. Is like if you die in battle, you're seen as weak, right? It's not, Battle Beast's philosophy on life or anything like that. But I think Nolan has now realized that, okay, Conquest was a product of his society. Conquest is who he could have been if he didn't have Mark. And I think it is very interesting that he only, made that decision to, honor somebody that just kind of got strayed down the wrong path as far as, being a Viltrumite and all that goes. But then later went on to, like, in that big battle as well, he was like, oh, hey, these, cannon fodder enemies that we're fighting, make sure we don't kill them because they're enslaved, enslaved soldiers, and we can flip them to our side. Like, okay, that is, like, totally not at all, what you would think Omni-Man would say. You would think you would, expect that more so from Mark. But he is actively trying to do better and be a better person. And I think, again, obviously this season has led to that. But I also think that him spending time with Oliver this episode certainly solidified why he had to do better and be better. And I think that, I guess, that is also, too, in that final fight, a reference to how Oliver told him earlier on, like, hey, let's not kill the giant bug creature. Let's, leave her be. Yeah, and again, as I think, I loved their bonding moments. I loved when Mark wakes up and thinks that the grave is for, Nolan and Oliver, and he thinks that he's the only survivor. Like, that, that's pretty crazy. Again, final fight's pretty good. I think animation... good, not as great as the Conquest fight in the previous episode, but good. Optimus Prime Thetis is like just insane. Bro is hiding all his gains under the tunic.
The whole mole thing, which was pretty.
Yeah,
a little anti.
Sure.
Like
it was.
Like, there's a mole, which I'm kind of disappointed we didn't talk about, because I was thinking, like, last week I was like, well, I don't think it's Alan's girlfriend. I was like, I don't think it's Alan's girlfriend because it's too obvious. I was like, is it Optimus Prime? Is it like a double, triple? Like, that's kind of what it
double, triple overcross.
Yeah.
No,
it crossed my mind. I was like, is it Alan? No, it's not Alan. That'd be silly. But I guess it worked. But I was like, I wouldn't have done all the, like, I don't even know if I would.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't all typed up to be. No, it was not a throwaway thing, but it was kind of a nothing.
Yeah.
I think you could have just not mentioned that there was a mole, and then they're surprised there's a mole. You know what I mean? Where it's like, holy shit, like, someone betrayed us. Who is it?
I think from the outside looking in, it would have been better if it was the original ship captain. I think that would have been a good route to take.
It's just like, random alien guy that works there. All right, I guess. But, like, I did really enjoy the I did really being like, you can't beat him. Like why would you? And I think that's such a fair assessment. I do think that is a casualty of war. So many people that fight in war don't think they're going to win, but they are fighting it anyway. And I thought that was interesting. Just not worth the, like, theories and build up it took to get there, I suppose.
Right.
I don't know. I also just like
Invincible just.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Good.
No, I was just gonna say Invincible right now is it's leading towards somewhere, and I'm really excited to see where this even, like, ends up.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of dance around certain things because, again, I know certain things from the comics, but I also don't know how far. I don't know how far this season's going to go. Again, we've only got a couple episodes left.
Like, realistically, the Viltrumite War is like a top 3 arc for me, and I don't know if they're gonna fully tackle it this season.
No, I don't.
But also,
I guess it could be over by the end of the season.
It could be, but I kind of don't want it to, because it's such a good arc.
I think they're gonna kind of do. Maybe what they did at the end, or I guess with last season. But think about it, right? What did they do last season? Is episode 7 was the big Invincible War episode, and then 8 was Conquest. So I think there's a world in which we kind of wrap things up in the next, like, episode and a half, and then kind of give us a nice little a little epilogue, and then shoot us right into season 5.
Yeah. No, something that does annoy me, and if it's just from being a comic book fan, from reading the comics, if I know when there's going to be parts that the fans aren't going to like, and I'm not looking forward to like seeing that fan reaction to it. Because if the fans are just going to turn on the show so quick, and then they're going to turn back on the show when something amazing happens, and then it's not going to be fun to watch.
But that's what you get though when you 1-for-1 adapt a comic.
It is.
I think Invincible is such an interesting case because this is one of the first times that we're seeing like 1-for-1 adaptation of a comic. You know, it's not like this is inspired by this story or that story, whatever. But this is literally, you can follow along. You can find the splash pages in the different compendiums of like where we're at. Like I said, next week there's gonna be literally the next page that you turn to from where we left off here is cinema. The most iconic
peak.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm really curious because I do think those adaptations are going to start becoming slightly more popular. We just had Project Hail Mary came out. That was a pretty accurate, adaptation for the most part.
It was a great adaptation. Yeah.
Woman of Tomorrow, I think, is going to be a big test if they do more of those, depending on how accurate they are.
I think it's going to be less 1-for-1 because they changed it from Woman of Tomorrow to just Supergirl.
It is true, but I will say, and I don't think we ever talked. I don't think I talked to you guys about the second trailer. But when I watched the second trailer, there was a lot more in it that from the comics than I thought there would be.
Same. Like I said, I thought that they were going to be inspired but go down a different route because they dropped the Woman of Tomorrow from the actual title of the movie.
I think it's just like a marketing thing though, where it's much easier just to be like, I want one for Supergirl instead of like Supergirl, Woman of, you know what I mean? It's just
but I think that's why you have a title with like a semicolon.
But I mean, I honestly think the main reason for that is because we're getting a movie next year called Man of Tomorrow. And I just genuinely don't think they wanted to overlap that.
I think James Gunn just wants those solo titles. I don't think Batman is going to be called Batman Brave and Bold. I think he wants it Batman. I think he wants, Lanterns, Superman, Supergirl. I think he wants the one wording thing.
Yeah. And then, so I guess for these sequels, is it going to be is it Superman Man of Tomorrow or is it just Man of Tomorrow? Because I actually kind of liked what they did. To me, I love the titles that are the phrase. I love Man of Steel as a title. Yeah. I love The Dark Knight as a title. Yeah. Because you don't have to tell me it's a Batman movie. It's a Batman movie.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me it's a Superman movie. You know that it's a Superman movie. I think titles that speak for themselves without having to say, Superman, this is the second one in a trilogy of Superman movies. The sequel. I don't need to know that.
Here's what I love about the Superman and Supergirl trailers. And none of them actually say the words Superman or Supergirl. They don't have the name of the title in the trailers. And I love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still, Superman Legacy would have been a great name for a Superman movie, though.
Yes, I miss the Legacy title.
Yeah.
No, I hope that's the name of the third Superman movie, or a future David Cornsett Superman movie, Superman Legacy. I'll go for that. Reuse it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stalling a little bit for some Spider-Man news.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There are posters.
We did get some news. There was some news.
There is some news. We can.
There are posters. Yep.
Do we just want to go through this now and then?
Have you guys seen the poster yet?
Do it. Oh wait, hold on. I see one.
we could do it. I think if you guys are going to talk about shrinking, I might stay around just to see if I get some Spider-Man stuff later.
Okay,
but we'll see.
Well, let's pull some of this. I think we're getting some not brand new day. I think later on we might be getting some Spider-Verse stuff.
Spider-Verse, yeah, but that'll be the last thing of the night. I don't know if you're gonna have time. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Give me a second. I'm getting you guys back in.
They did get their first. Apparently, they got their first clip there, but sadly not recorded.
No, those unfortunately are. Hold on, I'm trying to get you guys back in here.
There's some heavy rumors we're gonna get a Clayface trailer like on Thursday, and I'm like,
yeah.
Awesome.
I see the logo for the Resident Evil movie.
No, I was kidding.
Also, did you guys see Speed Racers coming back to
yes,
to theaters?
Evil News was the first thing that they did.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Speed Racer.
Dude, Speed Racer is so good.
Okay.
That's some cinema right there.
Yeah, I saw that. I've never seen it either, but I really want to see it.
Okay, this works as a quick job.
Have you guys seen both of the posters yet, or no?
I saw one. I didn't see the other one.
Resident Evil, the team behind Brand New Day.
I've seen both so far, and there is one that is spectacular to me.
New posters for Spider-Man Brand New Day were shown. Actually, I won't even say that because there they are right here. Holy shit. I mean, that's right out of that's like a Tobey Maguire looking poster.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Wow. It looks incredible.
At first I thought it was
absolutely.
Spider-Man this looks poster.
This might be my favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man poster.
That's pretty freaking great. I love
my favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man poster prior to this was the Homecoming one, the one where it's just him sitting on the with the jacket on.
There's that No Way Home poster when he's in the rain looking at the screen.
It's very good, yeah. But here's the problem: that wasn't even that's not the official No Way Home poster, and it annoyed me.
Oh,
they released that after No Way Home came out.
There's some descriptions of the footage as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen the descriptions. Yeah.
More Hand, which this makes me think Hand's going to have a bigger role than I thought. I was thinking maybe the Hand could have been a little subplot or maybe even a montage.
Well, here's the thing. I think low-key the Hand are going to be just the villain of Daredevil Season 3 again, and it leads them directly to Daredevil.
Yeah.
I mean, hey guys, look at this. There's some space on 1, 2 different sides there of Spider-Man. Are we missing some characters there?
You got Mr. Matt Murdock and Jessica Jones.
just Bruce Banner just flying up there for no reason.
Yeah, Bruce Banner.
Tom Holland says Brand New Day is the most emotional and grown up of his Spider-Man films.
I would have been surprised if it wasn't.
I would only assume so.
I would only assume so, yes.
Ned thinks that the true identity of Spider-Man is either Flash Thompson or Mr. Harrington.
In all fairness, Flash Thompson isn't a bad guess.
Yeah, I mean,
he could be a version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, think about it. Yes, he's rich. He went to high school in the same town Spider-Man is in, and he goes to MIT.
And you have the whole thing of man, Spider-Man's so cool. I love Spider-Man.
Exactly. So yeah, he easily, that's also not a bad guess.
What about I saw somebody mention this. Didn't he write a book? It was My Best Friend Spider-Man or something like that.
It's
who is that book? Who is that book about?
Yeah, I've always been piffed, by the way. But if that book realistically, he would have had to write in 2 months.
Yeah.
So I've always been pissed off about the timeline of him making that book. They give No Way Home, and if
he just actually think about what year it took place. He definitely just used ChatGPT to write it.
Obviously.
The first clip from Spider-Man Brand New Day shows shows Peter following Ned to his apartment where he discovered that Ned is trying to find out who Spider-Man is. Mm-hmm. Which lines up to some of the footage we saw in the trailer where they had a bulletin board of a bunch of Spider-Man things.
Hobgoblin confirmed.
I think that's where we're leading. I
think Hobgoblin might be the villain of Spider-Man 5 or 6. I think that's where we're leading, and I think it'll be Ned.
I think it would make sense that they remember working with Spider-Man, just not who he is.
They remember their adventures. Happy remembers working for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's
Happy remembered May and all that.
They remember these adventures, but the face is blurry, and they just it's driving them crazy or something. Like
so in their heads, what happened? They work with Spider-Man, then he just I'll call you tomorrow, and just never shows up.
Maybe. Peter sees MJ kissing her new boyfriend in the clip from Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah, this is the trailer.
Yeah.
We saw that in the trailer too.
Also, Resident Evil seems to have started their bit.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on these?
No, I mean, just number one, I'm glad to see that the director is a Resident Evil fan. And then what's that one? Resident Evil trapped in an abandoned city filled with blah blah blah. Scenes protagonist running through street zombies. Okay, so yeah, it's a zombie movie. Duh. I'm just interested to see whether they try to play it as something that is connected to the rest of the movies, or not the rest of the movies, connected to the rest of the games, or if it's once again like they've been doing with movies in the Resident Evil universe as of late, is that they are just their own separate thing, you know, where it has nothing to do with the grander game story, and it's just like, oh, we've got the name Resident Evil, let's make a zombie movie.
Okay. Insidious trailer just dropped. Does anyone care about Insidious?
Yeah, Insidious trailer did just drop, yes.
Are you a fan, Ben?
I've seen the last one, but I'm not a fan, but I've seen the last one. Like,
I've never seen this. No.
Okay, I've never seen them either.
Now here's the thing. On the schedule, Spider-Verse isn't there, but the thing is, the creators have teased it, so I think that's going to be a surprise thing for that.
I think
it's not
on
the schedule.
The last thing, yeah.
Because right now the last thing on the schedule is Jumanji 4, which should be happening right after Insidious.
I'm actually kind of excited for Jumanji. I love the Jumanji movie.
I am too. We could talk about Jumanji. We could low key. No, yeah. I was gonna say it's too early for a trailer, but we have trailers for like stuff in November and December already.
December, yeah, they could do a trailer.
I never saw the most.
We already have a trailer for.
That one was. Right.
It's not. It's the worst one, but it's alright.
Yeah,
they're fun.
It's usually the worst one, but it's a fun movie. Yeah.
Are either of you guys fans of the Hunger Games at all?
I watched the movies, like the first 2 or 3.
I've seen all the movies. They're fun.
Okay. Well, there was a trailer that came out earlier.
Yes,
I'd like.
There was. Sure, we
I'd
will.
like to go back down because
I haven't actually seen this trailer yet.
This is my second most anticipated movie of the year.
Seriously?
I love Hunger Games. I love them.
I'm a fan of Hunger Games, but I'm more excited for my my Spider-Man and my Supergirl.
Oh, what's this? A 5-issue comic, Fantastic Four and X-Men team up.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. They're the Speed
Racer.
You know what else they put out this week, Taz?
What?
They put out a trailer for the Ben 10 comic that we're getting there.
Oh, did they?
It's like a motion trailer or whatever.
Huh. I did not see that.
I feel like I went too far. I feel like I passed it up.
Probably. Hey, yo. Is Disney's tomorrow for their CinemaCon panel?
I don't know, actually.
Because I know DC is the last day, which is the one I'm most curious about. Mainly because I think we can get some Batman castings, like for the Batman Part 2, and I kind of want that.
Yeah. Is it?
Because what I've noticed about James Gunn, if he doesn't care about doing the big like studio events, he likes to do events with press and stuff that just get announced to the public. Those are the ones where he really does this stuff.
Give me a second. I'm going on YouTube because
I don't think we're gonna get a Batman casting announcement until after Batman Part 2 at least gets a trailer. Or I don't think it's until Batman Part 2 comes out fully.
No, I more meant we can get castings for the Batman Part 2. Like they're going to confirm Harvey.
Oh, okay.
They technically haven't done that yet.
Okay. I see.
Realistically, the earliest we're going to get Batman: The Brave and the Bold is 2028. Which would be cool, just because the Wonder Woman movie is presumably meant to come out 2028. Well, yeah, the Wonder Woman movie is meant to come out in 2028. That's their current goal for it.
2 years seems quick, man.
It does.
Which is crazy
to
say.
Man of Tomorrow is 2 years after Superman. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
But that's easier because they like already had all their established.
But Batman Part 2 is not coming out. Batman Part 2 comes out next year.
Yeah. October.
It does, but I guess that's true. The Batman Part 3 will come out in 2040, but
I don't think there's going to be a Batman Part 3, honestly.
Okay. The trailer for Hunger Games.
The thing I don't think James Gunn would not do it, so.
Do you guys all know when this is set, by the way?
No.
Okay.
No. This
is the 50th Hunger Games, yes?
This is the 50th Hunger Games. This is Haymitch's Hunger Games, if you've seen the original movies.
I remember very little.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Hamish and Mitch.
Well,
yes.
You might be confused.
Yeah, I know about this one. They announced the book and the movie at the same time.
At the same time, which is awesome. He's my favorite Hunger Games character, and I think he has one of the most interesting games out of all of them. So, all right, let's just skip this one.
Yeah,
I'm not watching
this one. I really like the last
Hamish Abernathy. I bet I know a thing or two about you.
Fantastic.
You love her. She loves you.
Fantastic.
But now, you are on your own.
Crazy, we've had 3 different snows.
Yeah, they were 40 years after the last one, right?
Yeah. That casting's great too.
Yo, the castings in these are phenomenal.
No idea what's in store for you. Twice the number of tributes, twice the glory.
He has like 50 people this time, I think.
Could save your life.
Shoulders back.
Daphne.
Big smile.
You're
I
brilliant.
gotta say,
Whoa.
she's literally in everything.
Confess to having a moment.
She's in so much.
About the games having
Except if you guys seen
100%
Spin
more
After and Scream 7, there's a reason why she's in everything.
From what I've seen, they're 100% stupid
Yeah.
as usual. President Snow has all the power.
Snow is the best casting I've seen in a long time for a comic book, for a movie.
If we can stop the games, we
Robin.
can stop the capital too.
The arena, it's a killing machine. But all machines can be broken.
He's like,
Go out there and make them remember you.
it's so fun to have all the characters you have in those original movies now younger.
Yeah,
Like, it is really like a legacy
before.
sequel.
Well, also the weird thing.
I'm sick of living in fear. Just surviving. We're not animals to kill for their entertainment.
If you disobey me, we shall open the bloodbath with the longest, most drawn-out death your people have
I'm
ever
excited for this
seen.
arena.
Me too.
Like, it's the
May
most
the
colorful
odds be.
one we've had yet.
Darren, have you read the book for this?
Not at this one. I've read the
No,
original
whatever.
books, but I've
Yeah.
don't play Blind Wave, please.
Yeah, Blind Wave.
But like I'm so excited just to have like
I'm so
you know
excited
what
for
is
this
like
one.
a classical Hunger Games again. Like
I will say, Hunger Games is one of the first franchises I remember watching as a kid that I actually loved. Like before I was into superheroes, I loved Hunger Games.
like you have the original 2 Hunger Games, which are very
They're
like
phenomenal.
traditional.
And then you
They
have
are
3 and 4, which are okay. They're fine.
I like them because they are the more politics of it all, and I think the politics are
Yeah,
one of the more interesting
cool.
things about Hunger Games.
3 is quite easily my least favorite.
Yeah, I mean they're better if you watch them 3 and 4 back to back. Like it works if you're watching them
yes.
together, but it's the book's kind of
Yeah.
the same way. Like the first act of like the book is really boring as hell. Like it's a slog. It's kind of a slog to get
Okay.
through, and then the back half gets a lot better.
Yeah,
but like
and then I really like the last one.
Mhm. And then
They're
even
really-
the last, I haven't read the book for like the last one, but like the last movie too. While it is
Is
the
that-
Hunger Games again, it's very early Hunger Games. What it's like the 5th Hunger Games, so they haven't got like they
No, it's
haven't
the
got the
10th.
whole.
It's the
Is it
10th Hunger
10th?
Games.
It,
Yeah.
It's still like they haven't found their footing.
No, they haven't
yet.
found their
It's
footing,
still- So this
Okay.
is full on like it's Hunger Games again. Like everything you love about the Hunger Games is full on display
Yeah.
here. It's all
And
the characters you love.
The
It's-
thing about Hunger Games, this could easily be the last Hunger Games movie. We don't know because Hunger Games doesn't have another book, but they didn't before this either.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's a lot of Hunger Games out there, right? There's 99 Hunger Games that's been out there. I know people
There
want
are.
one for
Well, here's the thing. Apparently
yeah.
Katniss and Peeta were confirmed for this movie a while back, and I'm curious: are we gonna have a flash forward?
I kind of know in what context they'll be in it.
Okay.
I'll just say they're in the book as well. I'll just say they're also featured in the book. So
okay. Divi, you're anti-invincible.
Time travel.
Yeah.
Time travel. Ooh, Legend of Zelda just got a release date.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back to discussing film.
Yeah. They're barely talking about it, but they do have a release date for Zelda.
Okay. If there's nothing else interesting, we might move on to Shrinking.
I think I'll probably stick around, but you guys talk about Shrinking.
I think we can mostly get around it without too many crazy spoilers.
I don't mind too. I will say, I sent you that one scene today. Made me really want to watch the show.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fun.
Nothing of a huge. Taika Waititi's next movie, Jenna Ortega, Amy Adams. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And, I hear my job will be I will keep scrolling Twitter to tell you guys if there's anything big. I'm a Joe. I'll be here.
You know what, Taz? Though I'm proud of us. We got through all these shows at like a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Like if we didn't go and do that news tangent just now, like we would have got through most of these in about 2 hours.
Yeah, we could still be out of here in under 3 hours.
Yeah. We're gonna go back to this one because I didn't make a slide for 1 week of Shrinking. But Shrinking finale, Taz.
Yeah, well, I guess the penultimate end finale because we didn't get to talk about the.
We didn't talk about it too much last week. Yeah. Which you know what? In my head, this is kind of the finale. I'm kind of thinking of this as the series finale.
I agree.
And then next season is, in my opinion, like a soft reboot of like a new start.
Yes, and that's kind of what has been said behind the scenes too. Is like it was initially created as a 3-season arc, a 3-season plan. Show got more popular than they thought it was going to be, so season 4 is going to again kind of be a fresh start, a soft reboot. I think I've heard time jump as well.
Yep.
I don't know how long that time jump is going to be, but it'll definitely be interesting to see where all of our characters are the next time that we see them, because we get a really good kind of ending for everybody, I think. And my question for you is, do you want more? Like, should there, I guess, do you want more and should there be more? Is my question.
It's so interesting because, and I think I was telling you about this show and Ted Lasso are really, really similar in template, where I think both season 1s, I think, are ultimately the best seasons.
Okay.
I think both season 2s are the funnest seasons and like has the highest highs. And both season 3s are technically the weakest just because they kind of flounder a little bit at the end as they start to wrap it up. And both are getting season 4s that are going to be working as soft reboots. Like the show has almost the exact same template.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I feel more satisfied at the end of this show than I did with Ted Lasso. And I think that's interesting because Ted Lasso was supposed to be the final season. They had every intention on it being the final season. Where this was seemingly kind of like probably, I assume, maybe midway through working on 3. They're like, oh, wait, we actually may want to do more. And again, it's doing the same thing where it's like, oh, it's coming back. We're going to time jump, come back, you know. And there's a part of me that kind of like almost wishes they could get the Ted Lasso treatment slightly, because I think why I'm so excited for Ted Lasso is because there has been a real world 3 years since that came out. And I think when you do the time jump, like part of me kind of wants to go that with it. I kind of want this like heart grows stronger the longer I'm apart from it kind of thing.
Here's the only kind of I was about to say, kind of sad to think about it that way, but I don't know if Harrison Ford will want to be acting in 3 years.
I agree, which is why they shouldn't wait. Yeah.
I think right now, while he's still got that, got the motivation to want to do this, and he's not ready to like just settle down, retire, and just enjoy his life yet. And it's great to see him so passionate about this show.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I've seen Harrison Ford more excited about a project he's worked on outside of more so than Shrinking. Like obviously he makes fun of it and like jokes around with Star Wars and even with his role in Captain America Brave New World and things like that. But it seems like he actually does genuinely enjoy playing this character. I think it's because it is very much so like him. Just like, the grumpy
Harrison
old
Ford,
man. Yeah. It just Harrison Ford just literally just gets to come on set and be himself. But yeah, is I really do think, again, I think you're right. This season was probably the weakest of the bunch. But I do also think it did have some of the series' strongest character moments in a lot of ways, or like deepest character moments. That again, I don't think we could have gotten unless this season was initially planned to be the end.
Yeah.
Right? Again, as they set up a lot of things, they do a lot of things in this episode or not just in this episode, this finale episode, but just in this season in general that make you feel like we're progressing towards finality. Again, yes, we do leave the door open with how it ends, but also, again, everybody's going off into their own thing. Like we've got from the main group, obviously, Alice going to college and Jimmy's being, an empty nester, and we've got just everything that has been going on this season, right?
Proposal this week, and
right. Characters
Tennessee,
moving away, going on, long vacations, characters having babies. Like, it just, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder, like, because when I started the episode, I didn't necessarily feel that, like, this is series finale vibes from it. And so I do wonder, like, if this was the actual series finale, would it have felt a little different? Because it does, again, very much like Ted Lasso, though, it's a see you later, right? It's not a, like, goodbye, this is the end of these characters' journeys. It's like
right. It's like, okay, they're on a... Yeah, it's like, okay, hey, everybody's hit a good endpoint from where we started with them. They've all grown, they've all changed, and now they're off to the next chapter of their lives. And maybe let's let them sit in that chapter for a while, and we'll check back in on them a little bit later, see how they've been doing.
I think we need to normalize doing soft reboots more. I really do. I think soft reboots can save a show.
Yeah.
I think resetting the status quo. Look at Arrow. Look at what they were able to do when they just did a little time jump, went to season 5, got some more cast members. And I don't think I would have wanted another season that felt just like seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Shrinking, because as much as I enjoyed every episode of the season and every episode of the show, really, I do think it will probably be my S tier of shows. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
but you can definitely
there's nothing else that they can really.
You can see the rope slowly coming towards the end. Like, it's on fire and it's slowly sizzling too. And I don't think they could have held on to the rope for another 4 or 5, seasons. Like, I don't think you could have.
No, because again, the show was so formulaic in a certain way, and it was designed for a certain purpose. And again, we have to close the page on that chapter that we just went through. And again, give it some closure and some finality, and say, hey, Paul moved away to retire. Hey, Alice goes to college. Hey, Jimmy, he might have messed up, but now he's, back and trying it again with Sophie. Like, all of these things that feel like closure for these characters. And again, as I would be 100% content if we never saw these characters ever again, right? Because they did such a good job of wrapping it up and making me feel for, and now I will of course miss these characters again, and we know we're getting that next season. Would we have felt different if we knew that this was it, or we were in an uncertain territory, like, this might be the final season, it might not be, who knows? Like, certainly we would be feeling different about it in that scenario.
It's always a risk when you decide you want to go further. And I do need them to, like, again, fundamentally change and put these characters in different unique places. Like, I need Jimmy to have a different arc than just like I'm grieving over my dead wife. Like I like
Mhm.
you know like that could
Yeah,
be
right. It's
an
like
element
he
of
did
it,
kind of have the same arc for 3 seasons.
which
You know,
I think
I'm
worked
grieving
for
my
a
dead wife.
while.
I'm sad that, and I don't want to let people in. But now I think he's got to be past that.
I think it works because I do think grief is this cycle. Like you go back into it. So I think it works in here. But if there's another like 3 seasons of Jimmy being like, I miss my wife, I understand why people were getting a little frustrated with the season. Like sometimes it did feel a little repetitive. So same goes for like some of these other characters. Like I need to see them in different places. I need to see them in different eras. I would like to see a decently big time jump. Maybe it is like a 5-year time jump or something like that. And these characters are in a very different place in their life and different like locations and arcs and stories. And I think like my brain wants another 3 seasons if we're doing it, just because like symmetry in my brain likes when those can add up to be like, okay, you had 3 seasons in the previous version, 3 in the back half, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'd like it to go to 6 seasons now if we are like committing to that, right? If we are committing to doing this new era. Do you have enough to do that? Is it going to just be one final season? If that's the case, I'm like, I don't know if I want just like one in this new era. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes. But like Ben brought up, that scene like in the finale, that the final scene of the show is brilliant. It's a brilliant scene.
Yeah.
Just like, what a shame to be 40 some and not have scars because you're too afraid to take the chance and take the leap and live your life because you've been stuck. And it's like, oh, it's so good. And hearing Harrison Ford say like, I love you and I'm proud of you and good job. And his like, I will always be here for when you need me, but I don't want you to need me. I don't want you
right.
to
Is you don't
need to lean on
I
me.
I don't need to be your crutch, but you know, wake me when you need me, kind of thing.
It's such
right?
it's such a sweet moment, such a sweet scene. I don't know, like I did get a little emotional like in the final bits.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I loved the Gabby moment as well. The Gabby and Trevor? No. Derek.
Derek.
I always say Trevor for some reason.
Who is Trevor? Where did Trevor come
Trevor
from?
Slattery, I guess. I don't know.
Coach.
I mean, I will say, I do think the relationship was a little tiny, itty bitty rushed. I kind of wish we had a little bit more time with it because, like, time last season they were literally breaking up with each other on Thanksgiving, and but again, that's like sitcom rules. Like that happens a lot on these comedy shows where, like, they move very fast. So I like hypothetically, I maybe would have liked another season of them before we got to that point, but I get it. The show was, supposed to be wrapping up. And
well, I mean,
so,
think about it. Paul and Julie got married very quick.
Sure. But I think that works
seasons.
because like they were literally like, well, I'm dying. Like I am not like they're older, and I think that works better for them. But I do like the like insecurities of her, like, no, I can't do this. I'm not ready for this. And then the switch of the like switch up of just like, okay, I'm gonna do it to him. I'm gonna switch it around. I thought it was fun. I almost was mad at Liz for like ratting out to Gabby to Derek, which she's like she knows and you have to hurry up and this and that. I'm like, what the hell, Liz? I was like, oh, it's all part of the bit. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I thought that was very fun.
I sent you the clip
rock
today.
thing?
Yeah. Will Brian finally really get a rock?
I feel like he should have got it this week. I feel like that would have been a nice, moment. I feel like you shouldn't have to do it off the show. I would have liked, I don't know, unless it's just like the bit that like he'll never get the rock. Is like that's
maybe
like, everyone but him gets the rock. It's pretty funny.
Maybe.
I like that, like the like Gabby's grandma has a rock and every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a rock.
Yeah.
But where's my rock? It is pretty funny.
You ain't getting it. No rock for you.
I love I actually do really like the mom. I actually think she makes. I don't think we've really talked about her much, but I think she does make a good addition to our little group. Gabby's mom is just like,
yeah.
Well, if this isn't about grandbabies, I'm out of here. I like that she's kind of joined in the whole like fuck Parkinson's. I thought that stuff was fun. Oh, are we finally talking about Beyond? Are we finally doing stuff?
They are, but they're seeing footage right now, and I want to see footage.
I don't think we're seeing footage for Beyond. I
We're
think
not
it's
going to
just-
see footage, but they're seeing footage.
No.
No, they talked about that. Apparently, this was yesterday, but the guy who plays the Spider-Man PS4 game, leaked that he's filming the third one right now.
Yuri Lowenthal?
Yeah, no, not your the guy who does the actual like.
The
body.
mocap and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
the face
He
model.
posted something you wasn't meant to post, and he's currently filming it.
Okay.
So
Okay. I mean,
That was
R-rated animated Bloodborne film is in the
Yes.
works. Jacksepticeye is
Jacksepticeye,
developing.
yeah.
Jacksepticeye,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they talked about the Social Reckoning, which I've heard looks really good.
is that the Social
sequel.
Network sequel?
It
that they're
is,
doing?
but here's the thing: people are saying it looks good, like very good.
Okay. Helldivers film is about to be in pre-production.
Well, divers, let's go.
I have a feeling that's going to be bad. I don't know why. I have it's a gut.
Here's
I don't
the thing.
know.
If it's gonna be bad, probably, but will it be fun? Absolutely. I think
Maybe.
it's gonna be so much fun to watch. I think it'll be a
All
Fast
right.
and Furious type movie.
We're going to give it a couple extra minutes just in case they decide to drop something, but then we are going to start wrapping this thing up. While we wait,
never watched it,
oh, actually, let's go in the comments here really quickly. We can answer some of these.
Are they?
Warner Brothers is tomorrow.
I thought that was Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bloodborne getting a movie. Ready
Not
for
next week,
Invincible
2 weeks.
finale next week. Well,
Well,
it is
actually, you're right.
technically
You're right.
next- like,
Technically next
it's
week.
this
yeah, you're
week
right.
and then-
this week
yeah.
and next week. You're right.
Yeah.
that's
Well,
interesting.
yeah. Technically, it is next week because
Did you guys see this
Yeah.
slight description they gave for Spider-Verse?
no.
So it's gonna start right after Cross, and so Miles becomes friends with himself to overcome the problems the multiverse brings his way.
Nice.
Does it?
That's all we get. That's all we get.
I mean, I guess now we know they're friends, right?
Yeah, I mean, realistically,
That's
I don't
news.
think he was never gonna kill himself. Like he was never gonna kill the multiverse variants.
Yeah.
I thought I was kind of thinking he may have been one of the villains of it. Like I thought it was going to be,
Maybe.
and I guess they still could be. Like they could work together until they're not, right? Like
Right.
Yeah.
they could have that moment still, I guess.
Also, I find it funny. This they described the Spider-Verse movie as the most emotional Spider-Verse movie, while they just described Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie as the most emotional Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
That's pretty high.
Every
bar, though,
movie is the best movie, most emotional movie since the last
because
best.
both
most
are pretty emotional.
whatever,
I think
yeah.
both Into and Across are pretty emotional
Yeah.
movies. So
This is the final chapter for Spider-Verse, so.
well,
But then we're gonna get like a bunch of spin-offs.
No, yeah. When I meant
Yeah.
Spider-Verse, I more meant Miles of story.
Miles.
Right. But again, I don't think
I-
that's gonna be it. Like they're not just
I
gonna be
think-
like, all right, Miles' story's over. Like
I
he's-
think there's a reason that Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out a couple months before, or I guess like 6 months before Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Hmm.
I think there's a reason.
If look, here's the thing: Sony and Marvel butt heads at every step of the way.
Mhm.
I think he appears in Secret Wars.
I mean, hasn't
would
Tom
love it.
Holland even said that like eventually he wants to like pass the torch to like a Miles
Well,
Morales or
that's,
something? Yeah,
that's what I think his sixth Spider-Man movie is going to be. I think his sixth Spider-Man movie will be his final Spider-Man movie, and then you will lead into Miles.
Mhm.
Like,
I feel like
you
we've had
introduce
this
Miles
conversation,
ideally-
but like,
Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah.
should they kill Tom Holland Spider-Man, or should they let him like sit back more like PlayStation Spider-Man and just be kind of
I
like a
think-
mentor?
I think we need to stop killing off characters. Like I think retrospectively we should not have killed Tony Stark and Steve.
Oh, I don't
Rogers
think
in
no,
the
no, no.
MCU.
Here's
Oh
the thing.
yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Because
here's
it's
the
like-
problem. When you kill off a character like that, what are you like? If they ever kill off David Cornson's Superman, that ruins a big part of the DCU. You
Yeah.
can't just do that.
Well,
You
and they're
can-
they're
a
certainly
vocal
not
voice.
going to do Death of Superman again.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't. We've seen it literally twice in live action in two separate animated movies. I don't need to see it again.
I think have Spider-Man probably 6 be the like Insomniac kind of version where it's Peter and
Yeah.
Miles together, and then that leads him to do his own thing, and then you can have
Well,
a non.
I think you
Oh, we got we got
I think
pictures.
you introduced of what?
of
Beyond
Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse. Yep.
Did we? Shit, we
Yep.
did.
All right, I'm pulling it up.
Hey, Spider Ham,
Oh shit.
Spider Ham, and King.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up.
They get
Hold on.
pictures.
Hold on.
Oh
Ugh.
shit.
I'm glad we stayed on. Then. I'm really glad we stayed on.
Well, that's the thing. It was during the Spider-Verse segment. I would have told you when it was over.
Yeah. Kingpin, Spider-Ham, and Spider-Man Noir.
Okay, Spider-Noir and Spider-Ham makes sense. Kingpin's a surprise.
Kingpin's interesting.
Does
this confirm?
It's Vincent D'Onofrio. No.
That would be...
Daredevil Born Again leads.
It's all connected. See, I told you it was the Watcher. I told you.
It all leads to each other.
You know what's funny? I'm watching the Silver Surfer animated show right now, and the Watcher is like weirdly a main character in it. And since that's in the same universe of X-Men 97, I'm like, technically it's the same Watcher you see in X-Men 97.
Okay, so alternate Aaron and Jefferson. Yeah. Holy shit! Look at that. God, I love the way these movies look. They look so good. I love the little comic book painting on.
You know what's crazy? This movie should be 3 years old when this movie comes out.
That's crazy.
Look at that. Looks beautiful. I mean, that's a poster. I want that on my wall.
Here's the thing. This is going to be a poster that you can buy. Like, they are going to sell this. Fans are going to sell this.
Oh man. Do we think we kill Jefferson?
I think you kill Maria. Or wait, what's her name?
Rio.
Rio, that's it. Don't know where I got Maria from. I think you kill Rio.
Yeah, I think there's too much of expectation on the kill. Like there's a whole movie setting up that he's gonna die. I don't.
That's one thing. I think. Have either of you seen Smallville? I think
I've seen all of it. Right? Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do the fast spoiler. You know the decision that Clark makes in the 100th episode that causes a different character to die?
Yeah.
I think it'll be something like that.
Interesting.
Where he saves his dad because of that it caused his mom to die.
Ooh. Going to save your dad. Okay.
Hey.
Spider-Punk. All right. He's going to be getting his own show, or I'm sorry, movie. So I'm curious.
I wonder, is Spider-Noir the same version? We still don't know from the show. So
they've been saying no, it's kind of you know what I'm going to be going into it as? I think I'm going to be going into it similarly as Superman and Lois, where it's
why not?
It's a variant of the version we see, where it's similarities but not exactly.
Okay. Also, their show came in Jumanji 4 right now. If you want to wait a little bit.
Okay, so we're probably done with Spider-Verse then.
Yeah.
I do also see another clip of just quote. It just says, "Welcome to the final chapter of Miles' story."
Yes, I did see
Chris
that.
Miller on Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
By the way, Phil Lord and Chris Miller are having a heck of a run right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
My God.
Selena Gomez,
crazy.
All right. Well, I think we're probably going to wrap it up then. As much as I love Jumanji, I'm not going to make us sit here another 30 minutes for the Jumanji.
Not Jumanji, bro. You gotta.
I do love
Jumanji
Jumanji
trailer.
I do love Jumanji.
That we might not even get.
All right. I think we did a. Wait. Yeah. How do I get us back?
Yeah, weird. I wonder why Jumanji is their final thing.
Maybe because it's the only Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Also weird. Have you guys seen Godzilla -1?
Yeah.
We are meant to get the trailer for the sequel tomorrow.
Ooh. That movie was incredible. It's so good.
That movie was awesome. He also they also show. I should mention. I guess they showcased a movie that the same director, his first English-speaking movie that comes out in 2028.
I saw that. Yeah.
Which apparently is a mech movie. That should be interesting. That should be interesting.
But I wanna thank the fellas here today. I think we did a good job getting through these at a reasonable time.
Description of the scene that they showed.
All right, give it to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see that.
Opening of Beyond the Spider-Verse sees the two Miles arguing about their looks before Miles breaks free of Prowler's trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say CinemaCon's always a good time for Spider-Man. Wasn't the Brand New Day title revealed last year at CinemaCon?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so was the first footage of Spider-Verse.
Some images of Beyond as well.
Yeah, so it's CinemaCon has always really been good for Spider-Man.
Yeah. I think I remember Sony. Sony's kind of. I have a bunch of friends that are there right now, and I'm looking kind of jealous.
Hey, I will send you guys a picture of a Comic-Con when I'm there because I'm going this year. So.
Oh, nice.
Our whole
I got my tickets.
Podcast group is going there. I'm one of the few people not in the group that's not going, and I'm gonna have so much FOMO
I'll be sending since I'm 99% sure they're going to do a Marvel panel this year, because if they don't, I don't think that would be great promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I will send you guys a video. 2 years ago, I got a video of RDJ getting announced, and it's one of my favorite videos I've ever recorded.
That's so
Here's the thing: going to Comic-Con would be so cool, but you do also have put yourself in a unique position by not going, because then you are in your setup and you get to record and cover everything.
That's true. Man.
My first year, I would not want to do press. We have a lot of friends that go and do press for it, and there's a world where I could get that maybe potentially set up, but I don't think I'd want to do press. I think I just want to go have fun and go shop and go.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think I'm doing, bro?
You could do a good. Yeah, I mean, you could do a good mix of both. Go vlog it, go get some some interviews or whatever, and then just have fun.
So there's the Comic-Con Museum, which I've been to once, but they have a Doctor Who exhibit going on this year, and I'm really excited to find that.
You have to show some.
I'm really excited to go, because I've only been to the Comic-Con Museum once, but when I was last there, they didn't have the Doctor Who stuff, and I wasn't a Doctor Who fan yet. I was last there in 23, so it's been a minute. But the the Comic-Con Museum it's awesome. Okay. So I'm really looking forward to going this year.
By the way, I just wrapped season 8 of Who.
Oh, quality first season.
Yeah, I finished the Santa Claus Inception Alien episode.
That's a fun Christmas episode.
That one's really. I was shocked how good that one was.
That's a real fun one. It's much better than Matt Smith's. Was it the last one or second to last one?
I think his last Christmas episode was his Departer episode.
Okay, then the one before that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one.
It's been my favorite Christmas thing in a while that I've seen.
You liking Capaldi so far?
I am. I think I adjusted to him more sooner than I did Tenet.
I did too. Tenet took me an entire season to adjust to, and I don't know why.
My mom does not like Peter though. She is not vibing with Peter.
Here's the thing, but at the end of season 10, Capaldi changes so much. He is the best character arc out of any Doctor for me, I think. He's not my favorite Doctor. I like both Tennant and Smith more, but he might be the best actor to play the Doctor, if that makes any sense, performance-wise.
Okay, really quickly, people are saying that there's a poster.
Is there?
I don't know if that's for Jumanji or for Spider-Man.
I've been checking. I don't see.
I've been checking. Yeah, but Discussing Film's been pretty late, so check out our sources. Discussing Film's been very late with stuff.
Okay, all right, it doesn't matter.
It could have also just been for Spider-Man.
Darren, you need to
see
watch
a poster
Rookie.
for Insidious.
Woo, Insidious!
All right, we're gonna start to wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining us. This was a very fun episode, very packed with a lot of conversations. Thanks everyone. Same thing
next week, pretty much. Because next week we have more.
The next 2 weeks of this are going to be pretty packed, and then we'll start to get back to a chiller schedule.
Hey, by the way, get this: The Rock said Jumanji 4 is the biggest film in the franchise.
Okay.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Bigger than a pebble.
Oh, actually, okay. There's an actual thing. Jumanji has a title, an actual title for the movie.
Okay. All right.
It's
okay, fine. I'll look really, really, really quickly.
Hey, I'm reloading as quick as I can on this.
I just think it's funny. I've done 5 different outros.
Yeah, but you're doing outro in the middle of actually something happening.
I know.
Helldivers releases November 10th, 2027.
Yes.
Synopsis: An elite unit of soldiers known as Helldivers who must battle alien creatures threatening to destroy the fictional planet of Super Earth. Starring Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. That's how you know it'll be good.
My man.
My man. Yeah, Jumanji got a title.
Nowhere know what the title is.
Yeah, there was, but I lost it. So give me a sec.
Fair enough.
Where is it?
Oh, Brandon Davis just posted a long post about the CinemaCon footage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, it's called Jumanji Open World.
Okay. And do you want to read through this this big old thing?
Is there anything of interest, do you think?
let's see. Let me look through it real quick. There's a description of what the characters are talking about. And then he's talking about the aspect ratio as well.
Oh, of
Okay,
Spider-Verse.
Cool.
Yeah, and I can't tell if this is a new picture or an old picture.
I think we got that last year.
Well, next week we should be able to start with some good Disney news and Warner Brothers news, which will be fun.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Really quickly.
We might as well go to 3 hours. We might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Spider-Man Baton the Spider-Verse promises to go places.
Yeah, they changed the title Baton the Spider-Verse.
I imagine he was trying to type as fast as he could.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
He wrote a book right here.
Yeah, promises to go places, never has. Well, footage is in a 1.43 aspect ratio as they're making a movie formatted for PF or PLF.
Mm-hmm.
Context is picking up where the last movie left off. Miles is looking for allies, even having to face himself. Welcome to the final chapter. Yeah, this seems kind of what we've already.
Yeah, kind of just like a roundup of everything.
Yeah.
The news sources were awesome. I'm hoping we get that Clayface teaser tomorrow. I want my Clayface teaser.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because that's the movie I'm most interested in. Like, I'm curious on what that's going to be.
Yeah. Alrighty, one last time. Ben, anything you want to shout out, promote, anything of that regard?
Right now, I'll just shout out my Instagram. I won't shout out the other project until that gets closer. So I'll just shout out my Instagram, which is Ben Tess with 5 S's.
Alrighty, man. Alrighty, we'll go check them out. Taz, you got anything you're working on? Anything you want to shout out?
Nothing crazy. Just youtube.com/toxictaz. I'm gonna try to get some stuff up soon. Obviously, I know I keep saying I'm gonna try to post some clips or do something. I've gotten busy, but as soon as some time opens up, I've got the itch. So
Fair.
we'll be back.
Now, guys, get ready. The second this ends, the Jumanji trailer is going to release.
Probably. Yeah, go check out all their stuff. There should be a pipeline out Thursday. We've been really behind lately, just trying to get these out on time. But
is it going to be about the Jumanji trailer?
Yeah,
no.
It's all about the Jumanji trailer.
I've been
tune in next week while we take 3 hours talking just about the Jumanji trailer.
Yeah,
we're actually gonna have special guests: Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Jack Black,
Aaron
Danny
Dillon.
DeVito. They'll all be here next week.
Yeah, they're all here. Flying in this.
Pipeline this week is going to be like a Q1 recap for movies in 2026.
Nice.
I wanted to do an episode on Hoppers. I didn't make it. I wanted to do an episode on Project Hail Mary. I didn't get to do it. Mario I saw this week, and I want to talk about Mario a little bit. So just kind of be like whatever we want to talk about that came out in terms of movies this year so far. That'll be Pipeline. And then next week, stay tuned for this show. The Boys, Invincible, Daredevil,
Maul.
Shrieking's over, but Darth Maul is still actively a thing.
Yeah.
And I assume we might talk news next week if anything interesting comes out via
Here's the thing: DC's confirmed to be there now, so I do think we're getting at least something. Also, we're not. I don't think we're getting Jumanji trailer because they released a description of footage that they saw there.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Next time.
And next time
we'll have the exclusive look here next week at the Jumanji trailer. Never before seen footage.
A week late.
World reveal.
World reveal. We'll call the escape pod.
Have a great one, everybody.